I'm so excited.
We're live. All right. Welcome to tonight's Chipotlife event for Lawful Good Gaming on behalf of the Violence Policy Center. I'd like to thank you all for your support. Together, along with our outside donors, we have raised $105, which is pretty darn good for a really short notice game. So awesome. That's $105 towards the VPC, who, if you didn't know, works to stop gun death and injury through research, education, advocacy, and collaboration. So that is really cool. I know me personally, I'm still hurting from the shooting last week. And it especially hits home for me because the last couple weeks here in Carmel, our high school has been just rampant with all sorts of fear and threats of gun violence. Just last Friday, I think it was, half of the school didn't show up because they were so scared of coming to school. So I think that, coming together, playing games for a good cause, super awesome. So thank you all. Tonight, though, we are here to have fun, and we all know and love Chipotle. And if you don't, I'm truly sorry for you. This game, this game is really meant to be fun, lighthearted, and most importantly, especially for this game tonight, devoid of any gun violence. I don't want any gun violence. That's my one thing. Really strive for non-violent solutions to your problems tonight. Be creative, be funny, think Chipotle. Just go out there, be outlandish. You have a bunch of bennies to play with, so really think outside the box. But if it does come down to it, and you feel like you need to shove or hit or kick someone, I'm not going to stop you. Just no guns tonight, if we could.
And I don't really play in any fantasy role play world where I don't even know what a gun is. And what? Has that even been invented?
You don't know.
No idea. This is about burritos tonight.
Yeah, so aside from that, I think we can get started. Any questions before we get rolling?
I don't think so.
Cool. All right, so Chipotle store number 2011 recently opened in the last week, and it has been just rocking until the last few days. There have been reports of people getting sick, terribly, terribly sick and ill when they go and eat at Chipotle. So the business has steadily declined since that news reported out recently. And sorry, I'm pulling up my notes. This area that the store was built in, plenty of room to be successful. It's over by a hospital. It's over by a bunch of other business centers. Maggie and Adrian would know this is modeled after the Chipotle over by our office. But there are many Chipotles like this around the country. Super, super busy at lunch. Not so much the last couple days. So you are led by a man named Bob. And Bob is your quintessential Chipotle hero. He lives and breathes Chipotle. It was his first job. He intends on it to be his last job. And he has huddled you all down at prep time, getting ready for the busy lunch rush that he hopes will come, because his goal in life is to become a district leader. for Chipotle. And so you are all at Chipotle at about 10 a.m. prepping your food, and Bob approaches you all as a group and calls you in a huddle. Says, team, come in. Clayton?
Yeah, what's up?
I really need you to be on it today.
I can give it the old college try.
We all know you're a college boy, okay? We all appreciate that and respect that very much. Ace.
Yeah, boss.
You do your thing. You're good.
Of course.
And Brennan.
I'm there for you, man. I will work. Give me some burritos, man.
All right. Well, I want Brendan. You need to get on chopping the produce. Ace, you get on the grill, start firing up some chicken. And Clayton, why don't you salt the chips?
Great responsibility.
I'm gonna go out back and make sure that the dumpsters are ready to go. We're gonna be making lots of trash today. We're gonna be throwing burritos out this door. You guys get ready.
All right.
So, Brendan, you are on produce.
Vegetables.
So what I want you to do, I want you to make a knowledge burritos check to see if you know the appropriate way to cut the produce.
All right, so that's a D6.
All right, you rolled a 5. A 5 is going to be good enough that you know the appropriate way to be chopping. You know the lettuce needs to be chopped in a certain way. It's long strands, right? Doesn't mean that you're going to do a good job at it. You know what to do, but now you have to take it a step further and roll wrapping.
Roll wrapping. We're oh no. Oh,
yeah.
I exploded.
You exploded twice.
That's how we wrap.
Brendan chops the crap out of this stuff. I mean, it's potentially the finest lettuce and onion you've seen in a very long time.
Of course, this overachiever over here. Ugh.
Yo, man, good work. Nice job.
Thank you. And you should, when this stuff rolls to you, for you to wrap in your wraps, you're going to wrap them nice because my lettuce is going to make the wraps rock.
We're getting into alliteration already. I love it.
I don't even know what I did there. Okay.
You stop for a second. Hey, this is Paul. I don't know what I did there.
All right, on to Ace. So you're on the grill. So another knowledge burritos roll for you.
Sure. Let me look at what my knowledge is. 4. Great.
4 is good enough here. The side of the grill that you need to start the meat off on. You know how long to keep it on there, but just like with Brennan, practice makes perfect. So roll wrapping to see how well you actually do.
Oh yeah. 5.
It's good. It's good.
It's like all right.
You know, the char on the chicken is just about spot on. It's not the best chicken that's been grilled up.
Couple
Here
flare ups, like
Yep, but
get my eyebrows a little.
you didn't hurt yourself.
Okay. Doing good.
All right, and on to Clayton.
Hey, is Ace your like parents' name that they gave you, or is that supposed to be because you're great at everything? Because your eyebrow's missing.
Hey man, my parents knew I was going to be great at everything.
Hey, leave it to me to be salty. Am I right?
You always are salty. You know, people like you better when you're nice.
Get it? Because I'm salting the chips.
Yeah, I hear your joke, man.
What's up, Bob?
Bob's not there.
Oh yeah, Bob's out back.
Yep.
I need to probably roll knowledge though, don't I?
You're gonna have to roll knowledge to see just how much lime and how much salt you think needs to go on there.
D4 for knowledge on Clayton, by the way, guys.
Super smart.
All right, a 5. Against all odds, you knew how much to put in there. That doesn't mean that's what you did, though.
You gotta roll wrapping to see if I'm any good, right?
Right.
Another D4.
You know, it must have been Bob's little pep talk that got you guys to this point. And maybe you just want to see Bob succeed. You want to see the store succeed.
You just get so excited.
Bob walks back in.
I'm feeling it today. I am feeling it again. Bob, man, look at this lettuce I cut, man. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's the best I've ever done. Thanks for giving me the chance because I'm rocking it.
Brendan, that's amazing. I know.
I didn't even know I could do it.
And he kind of gets real quiet and strokes his chubby little chin, and he says that doesn't have any hair on it. He just strokes it. And he says real quiet, like, Brendan, I just think you might do well here.
Oh, you give me the chance. I'm just going to keep cutting the lettuce. I'm going to keep holding it together here.
He walks over. He walks
Brendan's
over.
earning
Pats
like
Clayton
a
on the back.
promotion.
Pats Clayton on the back. Says, "Way to go, son. These chips look really good." He takes a chip, pops it in his mouth. Perfect crunch. Great job.
Thanks, boss. I might have some deep-seated issues I'm not touching on, but I really appreciate that validation.
And Ace, great job as always, man.
Thanks, boss. It's your leadership, man.
If we're truly blessed to have you over from McDonald's, man.
This is a much better place. I prefer Chipotle.
So do I.
McDonald's.
Most people do. I don't understand what's been going on. I've been getting all kinds of complaints of people getting sick. And I know you guys. You guys make great food. You make great food.
Yeah.
So I want you guys to be really, really prepared today. And
I'll triple check the temperature of this chicken tonight, boss.
Seems like you've done a great job so far. So it's getting time that we're gonna open up the doors. I'm got some paperwork to do. I'll leave it to you guys.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right, so I'm gonna show you here the layout of your Chipotle store. Here you go. So anyone that's been in a Chipotle is familiar with it, but this is the model that we're working with here. You've got down at the south is where you guys are working. You got the serving line, the register, your prep area. There's a walk-in fridge, a back door, and then you've got your big dining room where everyone eats. A soda machine, a couple bathrooms, a side door that goes out to some outdoor seating, and a fairly good sized parking lot. You are situated in a business center, like I said. Taking you over here, we've got your I need to set myself up as someone to see here. I need to control Bob.
Bob does know all the secrets.
Oh, here we are. There are people doing yoga in our store.
Wow.
All right, so people have started filing in. How are you guys arranging yourselves in a working order here?
Well, I'm already salting the chips, so I guess I can be on chips and register, if that's okay with you guys. I also think I have the lowest skills as far as rapping goes.
I mean,
Not breaking character.
No, I'm a D4 rapper.
I think we all are D4 rappers. Oh wait, no,
Wow.
I think I have high rapping, so I'll rap. Where's my rapping skills? Yeah, I'm a good rapper. I'll rap.
I'm charming, so definitely going to hit those customer service interactions.
All right, so Clayton's at the register. Ace is on the serving line, and Brendan, are you also going to be on the serving line? Or are you going to be prepping food? What are you doing?
The thing is, I kind of need Bob to tell me what I'm doing, or someone, because I get confused, and this is my first. I used to work in the factory. In the factory, it was right in front of you. Okay, it was the assembly line. I had my thing. I turned it, and I turned it on everything that went by me, and it was fine. This is different, and I have a hard. Help me.
Hey, Brendan, man, can you take over the grill? I think that's probably going to be the most helpful right now.
Ace with the
If
initiative.
you say that's good, I can do that. I got a lot of vegetables chopped, so okay. All right, I got this. All right.
Brendan's at the grill.
And I'll talk to these folks, little goth kid here. Is that kid up here right now?
Yeah. So you've got a very diverse group of people coming through your line, and it's more diverse than normal.
Great.
You're seeing a lot of younger folks coming through. Usually it's business professionals, but it seems as though the business professionals are not quite coming through at the speed of which they used to be. But you're well prepped. You've got the food ready.
All right. Hey, man, looking good. I like your shades. What can I do for you?
Yeah. I want a burrito bowl, man.
Bowl. Good choice. White rice, brown rice.
Oh,
I know
can I have
this
a little
whole spiel.
both?
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's the way I like it too, man.
Cool, man. And yeah, maybe black beans, because I like things like my heart.
Like your soul. I get it.
You like your beans like you like your metal?
Yeah, man.
All right, I'm gonna slide him on down. What kind of meat can I get for you, man?
What's the darkest meat you got?
I mean, that'd probably be the barbacoa.
Cool, man. Yeah.
A little spicy. Is that cool?
Spicy.
You can handle
life.
spice. You can handle spice.
Spice is my life.
Salsa, sour cream, cheese.
We just talked about this. Spice is my life. Give me the spicy salsa.
Mhm.
No sour cream though. That's white. it's too light for me.
So no cheese either.
Oh no, cheese is good. Cheese is
Cheese.
good. Yeah, totally.
Anything else I can get for you?
Yeah, a little corn.
Corn. Yellow. Getting a little bright there. Is that all for you?
Maybe some guac too. Yeah.
Guac is extra.
Yeah, you always say that. Yeah, I'm aware. Yeah.
That's how they trained me, man. All right. Barbacoa with guac. You have a great day, sir.
All right, roll wrapping.
See how it
This is
goes.
great. I could work at Chipotle.
Yeah, I know. I'm just stepping out. This is Adrian. You're really good at this, Mags.
It's because we used to go to Chipotle every Thursday.
All the time, constantly.
All right, you wrap a very good burrito. You got a raise there, so it is a very nice, tight burrito. You get it wrapped up in the foil, send it on down the line over to Clayton, and Clayton, the goth kid, comes up and he's like, "Hey, man."
Hey, what's going on, Marilyn Manson? Would you get a barbacoa with 2 different kinds of rice and black beans?
Yeah.
Guac?
No.
There was guac on that.
You know guac's extra, right? You trying to pull a fast one on me?
I didn't get guac.
Hey, Ace.
What's up?
Didn't you put guac on this burrito bowl?
Oh, yeah.
You calling me a liar?
Please don't make me open the burrito bowl and check for guac. That would just be embarrassing.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna open up my burrito bowl and prove if I'm a liar? Just take my word for it, man.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't do that. We got to uphold policy here at Chipotle. I'm going to need to check to see if there's guac in this burrito bowl.
All right. First, you can roll persuasion to see if your charm can get him
see if
to...
my charm can bring out the truth.
Right.
All right. My persuasion's pretty high. Watch out.
And you get to add 4 because you're charismatic, or you're very attractive. So you rolled a 9.
That's what's up.
So he is gonna roll his spirit.
See these goth kids go steal from Hot Topic, not from here.
He has very low spirit.
Yeah, of course he does.
Yeah, he's emo.
I was going to say he secretly listens to like Evanescence.
He hangs his head and kind of kicks the ground a little bit, and he says, yeah, I had guac, but I can't really afford it, man.
You can't afford the extra for the guac?
Yeah, I thought maybe you guys would forget or something, but I've only got $8, and I know that like a burrito bowl with guac is like more than $8.
You know what? Let me just check with this. Can I try to cut him a deal?
Bob's out there. Bob's out doing paperwork in the store.
I'm really glad that Ace is not doing this.
Because in Clayton's mind, we're trying to have a big business day today. If we can get him to send in 2 more of his goth friends, maybe we comp this extra guac for him. Maybe we look the other way just this one time. And frankly, I don't really care about this job. I don't need it. If Bob has a problem with it, I bullied a bunch of goth kids back in high school, and I feel a lot of deep regret for it. So maybe I'm empathizing a little bit.
So are you going to ask Bob, or are you just going to do it?
I'm going to ask Bob. I'm going to try to persuade Bob into letting me comp this guac.
All right.
Comp the guac.
In the meantime, I'm going to be like, hey, man, like guac's not that much extra. You really don't have like some quarters in your pocket?
No,
to the
man.
kid or to me? Okay.
No, to the kid.
Okay.
No, man. man, I came with $8, and I know that a bowl is like $6.75 or $7.25 or whatever it is nowadays. But I know guac is extra, and yeah, I know that because you're always telling me that.
Well, they train us to say that, so.
Yeah, they must train you real good because, man.
Why don't you have any money, man?
Yeah, even Brendan
What?
knows guac is extra. It's like his second day.
Huh? Guac is extra.
I think we might be hiring. Maybe you should just get a job.
I've got a job. I work at Hot Topic, man, but I spent my whole paycheck on these cool Jinkos.
FYI, guys, just sidebar, Jinko just went out of business like this week.
Damn it.
True story. True story.
No way.
I read that, yeah. Just now, just this week. Sorry, back to the game, but that's your fun fact for the week.
I
I
mean,
needed a fun fact. So thank you.
We'll leave it to the real life golf kid to know that Jinko went out of business. Me and Limp Bizkit are so sad. Anyway,
I was just about to be like, oh, I bet that Limp Bizkit t-shirt wasn't free either, man. It's just one of those days.
Yeah, today's just one of those days. Maybe you should get a job, kid, or start breaking stuff.
I mean,
come on, guys, can't you just break?
You really want us to bother our boss with this?
Big guy back there. What do you think?
Oh, you talking to me? I can't. Huh? I can't hear you very well.
And so
What?
now he's gonna shout, "Are you gonna give me the guac for free?" And now
Guac
everyone
is
in the
extra,
store
man.
turned over and is looking, including Bob,
The whole
who's now
restaurant.
standing up and starting to walk over.
Uh-oh.
now I'm starting to feel guilty.
Look, dude, now you got our boss coming over
Chicken
here.
out and put it on the grill, and I'm like cooking.
Go ahead and make a wrapping roll
Me?
to see, like, because you've probably been cooking for a while now.
Like, great, now you've got Brendan nervous cooking. You might be
I
burning
do
this
here.
steak back here.
All right, so Brendan, you left the steak on one side a little too long. It's getting a little overdone, but you flip it. You've got a little time to make sure that you don't overcook it, but one side is definitely charred a little bit.
So as Bob comes by, I just kind of put my body between it and the steak. So as he goes by, I just slide along with him going by. So maybe he doesn't see it. How you doing, boss?
I'm gonna grab Bob and be like, hey boss, look, the kid doesn't have enough money to pay for the guac. It's already on the bowl. And I was kind of thinking, now that he started talking, like, what if we just gave out guac today to kind of pick up business? Just one day worth of guac. I mean, honestly, Qdoba gives guac out for free every day. Maybe it'll help pick up business. This kid will go tell all his other weird friends at Hot Topic. Well,
go ahead and
extra $8.
roll persuasion.
I don't know what my persuasion is. Oh, it's not that high. I'm very handsome.
You do. Ace does get, if I remember correctly, a +2.
Oh yeah, because I'm like super
charismatic,
and everybody loves me. That's a 1.
Oops.
And a 1 to 3. Should probably know.
You gonna pull a Benny Rito?
Oh
on
no,
that one?
you rolled a critical failure.
Yeah, that's not a save. You can't save those. So.
Oh man.
Yeah, you cannot Benny. You cannot Benny critical fails. So Bob comes over to Ace and says, I think that's a really great idea. I think we should do that.
You do?
Yeah. It's a wonderful idea. I mean, we're not going to be out too much money.
Okay. of being tricked.
Yeah, Ace, that sounds like a really great idea. I'm going to bring that up in the next district team lead meeting.
Ah, yeah, but what about this kid right now, boss? We already made it. We're gonna have to throw the whole bowl away. It's
Yeah, he walks over to the register and he takes his little manager card and he swipes and he voids the transaction and he says, "Yeah, kid, just take the bowl. It's on us today."
all right.
Millennials, go figure. So entitled, they want their guac to be free. Get the whole bowl.
He turns to Clayton and says, "So, how'd this whole conversation come up?"
Well, the kid tried to trick me into thinking that he didn't have any guac in the bowl, but I knew Ace put guac in that bowl. We know guac is extra, boss.
True.
Yeah,
Being
but was it written on the top of the bowl that there was guac?
Yeah, that's how I knew. I'm Clayton. Boss. I don't really pay close attention, but I'm almost positive Ace definitely wrote that there was guac on the top of that.
He looks over at Ace.
Oh,
Ace?
Can't lie.
Did you write guac on there?
Gosh, boss, I definitely put guac in there, and I definitely told him there was guac, but I don't remember.
Make a knowledge burritos roll to see if you remembered to do that.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, you rolled a 7. You totally remembered to do that.
Oh, no, I definitely did. No, I definitely wrote guac on the bowl. This was my first customer. I was really into it today.
I told you, man. I told you that he wrote it. He's always extra. He's like guac. He does everything extra perfect.
All right. If guac was on the bowl, then I'm not gonna say anything. But Clayton, you really need to not question our customers.
Okay. I'm sorry. I like a good challenge. A little bit aggressive. Just trying to uphold the Chipotle name. I do it for you, Bob.
Bob, he looks up all of a sudden and sniffs the air. He looks over at Brunner and he says, "That steak is gonna be overcooked. Take it off. Take it off."
I got it, boss. It's going into the tray, and I'm going to take it over. I'm going to take it over to Clayton. To Ace right now.
All right, make a wrapping roll really quick.
I'm gonna run over and refill my drink. I'll be right back.
All right, you get it off just in time. You didn't burn yourself. As the flames were spitting up, as the fat juices were dripping down into the open flame. It's going to be a little charred, but some people like their steak charred.
We'll give it a taste, boss, and see if you think it's okay. I don't want to give customers something that they're not going to like,
Classic Brendan.
Bob walks over, looks at it. I don't even have to taste it. That looks good. A little overdone, Brendan. A little overdone.
I'll keep an eye out. I'll try to be more careful.
Yeah, do a better job next time, Brendan. Pay attention. Here at Chipotle, we don't have factories automating everything we do.
I know. I got to think about it more, and it's hard. It's hard. I'm going to start doing some chicken up now. Y'all need some chicken on the front line in just a minute, right? So I'm going to start doing some chicken.
I'm gonna keep grabbing customers.
All right, so customers start filing through. You had quite a line build up as you dealt with the goth. But you know, he takes his bowl, he sits down, and you know, he enjoys his free bowl. Bob goes back to his table to do his paperwork, whatever he's doing. But you guys generally, you kind of get into a groove. You get several people through the line. You've got a pretty full dining room at this point. And
Chip, soda, guac is extra. I've turned it into like an olden timey cash register. It's got like a pull.
got the pull handle.
Ka-ching!
And you notice a few people just kind of come into the store and not really go to the line to order food, but they just kind of sit down and they're hanging out. Each one, they all came in basically at the same time, but they're all sitting at different tables. They're all you know, dressed like you know, young people dress, all hip like. Couple guys, couple gals, and yeah, it just seems weird that they're just sitting down at random places, not ordering food. So one of the people that does come in at the same time as them does come up to the serving line and says, hey,
Yeah, how can I help you, man?
I want 10 burritos.
Right on. What kind of rice would you like on those?
And then he just lists off in rapid succession: white rice, black beans, chicken, cheese, blah 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 blah. And he just like rapid fire starts firing it off. So,
Oh no.
what would you think you would use to try and commit to memory what he's just said?
I mean, smarts, maybe?
Knowledge?
Smarts, I'll do it.
It's a
Go with
D6,
smarts.
all right.
All right, you think you got a pretty good handle on what he said.
Okay.
So
Way
you
to go,
start,
Ace.
you get through, you start, you know, putting burritos down the line, but now they're backing up. I mean, there's just burritos lining up.
Brendan, I'm gonna need you to step in up here for a second, man.
What was that? What'd you say?
Oh man.
Brendan, you're hitting the big time.
Huh?
We need you on the line.
I'm gonna
What? On the line? Oh, okay. Here. Okay. Let me. I'm gonna make sure I get this stuff put to the side so it doesn't overcook. Okay. Here I come.
Yeah, don't do that again, bud.
And I
All
start
right,
trying
so
to make the most. What do I need to make here? What do I need to make?
so I'm like, I wrote it all down and I'm like, make this.
Okay. All right. And so I got some brown rice in this one, and a little bit of corn and a little bit of chicken and
I'm having him just do
barbacoa
like
in this one.
rice and beans on all of them and then toss them down and I'm like throwing the rest of the stuff on. Wrapping it up.
How many? Which ones had guac? Guac is extra. Which ones had guac?
Don't worry about it, Brendan. We got the guac down here. You just do the beans and the rice.
Okay, beans and rice. Okay, rice. Bean. Okay.
all right.
What next?
Wrapping.
I've never worked
for
up here.
Brendan.
I'm kind of scared. What'd you say?
Wrapping roll for Brendan.
Wrapping roll. Oh God.
Told you you're hitting the big time, Peter Gabriel.
Peter.
Do this.
Gabriel.
All right. So Brendan, the heavy hand, just takes gobs of rice and beans and piles it onto the tortillas. For the bowls, it's not a big deal, but for the tortillas, man, and does that make it a tough job to roll those burritos. But he thinks he's done a great job. He sends it on down the line over to Ace, who's on salsas.
Can I like
Here you go, buddy.
try and like can I see that there's too much on it and try and like without him noticing correct it, like kind of scrape a little off?
So to see that it's too much before you do anything else, it's going to be knowledge burritos.
Okay. 54. Cool. Probably not.
That's not going to do it. You're kind of in a rush right now, and you're not really paying attention unless you want to Benny it.
Do I want to Benny it for? Yeah, I'll Benny it. Why
Yeah,
not?
why not?
What do I just click on it?
Yeah, click where the bennies are, and then it should bring up a little menu with your bennies, and then you just drag it onto the yep,
Boom.
just like that. All right.
And so, what does that get me? I get to roll something else.
You just get to re-roll.
Oh, I just get to re-roll.
Yep.
Good luck on this one, Ace.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's not going to do it either.
All right.
You're flabbergasted.
So you're just you're so busy, and you just see these the burritos come down the line, and you start.
This one broke.
Yeah, you start throwing on your toppings, and then trying to wrap it. So there's like 2 or 3 burritos that are just like really overpiled with stuff, especially the ones with guac. So make me a wrapping roll to see if you break them. And if you break them, it's going to affect your burrito. And we're gonna roll basically damage.
I got this. I got this.
Whoa.
Yeah. So yeah, you take your athletic hands, and you are able to make the biggest, fattest burritos
Okay.
without ripping them.
And I'm like mumbling to myself because I know I'm frustrated with Brendan, but like I don't want to hurt his feelings. And I know he can't hear me if I'm just like, son of a bitch.
You doing okay there?
All right, so you get all the burritos down the line, and he comes up to the register, and he says so how many free chips do I get?
Free
Don't
chips.
you guys have a deal going like to match Qdoba or whatever, where you get free chips?
Now, character check. Where's Bob right now?
He is still doing paperwork.
Dang. Left to our own devices. All right. Sorry. Back into character. Bro, I hate to break it to you. I'm not sure we're doing any deal like that today.
Oh, really? Yeah. He pulls out this piece of paper, and it looks like an email he printed out. And sure enough, it's got like a Chipotle logo on it. And he says, but I got an email about it. Like, for every burrito, you get like a certain amount of chips or whatever.
Let me check this email out. You mind? So Clayton's going to take it, and he's going to look at it. He sees that it's on like Chipotle letterhead, looks like an email, but he probably needs to roll knowledge to see if he's smart enough to see if it's forged, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can roll knowledge burritos, or if you have a different skill that you think may be better, I am happy to have you roll that.
Certainly not sanity. Yeah, let's do knowledge burritos. I think that sounds
All right.
yeah. D4. Pray for me.
Yeah, it definitely looks forged. Like it's very sloppily done. Maybe it was done in like MS Paint.
Hey, you can do a lot with Microsoft Paint, okay? But that's not the point. Buddy, I don't think this is a real email. Who sent this to you?
Chipotle did.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah,
Can
see? And he
You have a
points at,
mobile phone? Can you
he
pull it up on your
points at the
phone?
byline and it says Chipotle at gmail.ru.xyzpdq.
Buddy, I don't know if this is Chipotle's real email. I don't think this is a corporate Chipotle email. Did you go out of your way to forage a coupon on the internet over chips?
But no, man, no. Why would I do that? I mean, chips aren't that expensive.
Well, you don't got $150 for the baby bag? And it's hilarious to hear Clayton say baby bag.
He just starts
pretending he looks
huffing
like
and
Henry
chuffing,
Cavill and he said baby bag.
and he's like, yeah, whatever. Just give me 4 bags of chips and I'll be on my way.
Excellent. It's 4 bags of chips. Are you paying for all these burritos and burrito bowls?
Yeah. I got this Chipotle gift card.
Excellent. I see another conflict coming down the horizon. Wait, Clayton doesn't because he's not very smart, but Adrian does. Hold on. All right,
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
You know how, like, in the back of like all restaurants, they have those shitty styrofoam cups for employees to fill their water?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a minute to like grab one and cut the bottom out of it so that I can use it to talk to Brendan.
Oh man, that's a creative Benny right there. Whew.
I don't want to have to keep yelling.
I knew I should have done with Rhonda.
All right. All right, buddy, I'm gonna let you do it. You're not gonna get a Benny for it until you use it.
Okay. I'm just like working on that.
Entirely too good at this. You've created a monster, dude. A monster. Oh. Anyway, Clayton's got to finish this dang customer service interaction. Buddy, that's going to be $58.72.
All right, cool. Here. He hands you the gift card. It works. It works, and it prints out the receipt, and at the bottom it says $1.73 or whatever left on your card.
Here's your card back, dude. You got $1.73 balance left on there. Thanks for choosing Chipotle.
Yeah. I love this food. You guys aren't always the nicest people in the world, but yeah, I love the food. I'll come back anytime. So he takes his big bag of food and heads over to the soda station. And then, like, right as he heads over to the soda station, the 5 people that came in earlier all jump up in one motion and they rip off their clothes. And then, like, one of them holds a boombox over his head. And you hear this. You hear Dave Matthews Band, Don't Drink the Water. And then they start dancing.
Yo, who's starting this freak show? Who's starting this freak show in my Chipotle?
They start dancing, chanting "Don't Drink the Water" along with the song. And they're like the ones that aren't holding the boombox. They have signs, crudely drawn on poster board, and
from the Walmart across the street.
From the Walmart across the street, obviously, and it has avocados with big Ghostbusters crosses across them. Don't eat the guac. and they're dancing around.
Hey, man, what are you guys? What the fuck is going on here?
So first, you are all going to have to make vigor rolls to withstand the Dave Matthews Band.
Yeah, first and foremost, I would take the goth kid over this any day.
Okay.
What roll are we
Great
making?
vigor.
It's a
Big
vigor
muscle.
roll.
Vigor.
Oh, my vigor roll sucked.
I've taken a few girls to Dave Matthews concerts in my day.
Of course you have. I
So
know the words to a few Dave Matthews songs. Don't ever tell him, don't at me.
your target is 4. And it looks like Clayton critically failed.
Can't take it.
While Brendan has failed. The critical failure on the vigor roll for the Dave Matthews Band is going to give Clayton what I call a McWound. And you'll see down in your little cache of tokens a McDouble down there, and that is a McWound.
Great. I'm leaking special sauce everywhere.
Can I get a McPick too?
Let me get a McPick too.
Okay.
So,
Too much like what I rolled, so.
Brendan, you're not necessarily bothered by the Dave Matthews Band, but you're more bothered by like everyone else reacting to this sound that you frankly probably can't hear.
What's going on? Hey,
I'm gonna actually
what's
instead
he
of
holding
I'm just gonna
up
pick
above?
up
I mean,
the,
I hear something, but what's going on? He's holding something above his head. What
I'm
are
gonna
they
take
singing?
the cup and like stick the hollowed out end on his ear to see if like it amplifies. I'm just gonna like grab it and be like,
What are you doing? What is that thing?
Is I made this for you, bro.
Bro.
I'm just trying to help. Listen, it's Dave Matthews Band. What are they doing?
I don't know.
Oh, guys, I am like on my last leg over here, but I swear I think they're trying to stage some sort of grassroots protest.
All right, we gotta get these people out of here. Let's get these people out of here.
Boss
And
is gonna be so
Bob
mad.
now is like in the midst of it. He's there with his papers, and these guys are now like jumping up and down off of the tables and chairs. They've knocked shit over, and Bob's paperwork is everywhere. And Bob is like, "Stop! Stop! Stop!" But they are not listening.
So I grab a spatula that I was using to flip the the chicken and the whatever.
Aim it at the boom box. Aim it
Bob
at the
needs
boom
help.
box.
Bob needs help. And I
I'm
come
gonna
around
go-
the counter and
I'm
I'm
gonna
heading
kinda-
out to Bob.
I'm gonna go around the counter. I'm gonna just try and get the boombox away from whoever's playing it. Try and
The saxophone guy is the one with the boombox.
Oh, that's the Doppler. Say anything.
say anything right here. Well, I'm gonna just come up to saxophone dude, and I don't know what that roll is. Let me
Whoa, I
look.
didn't realize there's somebody like literally doing a kickflip off of one of our tables. Sick.
So we're gonna go ahead and deal out initiative.
Yeah.
So, and bear with me, I have not done this with Savage Worlds yet, so I think I know what to do. One card to all players, and deal cards to turn order items. There must be between 1 and 0 entries on the turn order to use this. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so add a turn, add Add a turn. Add a turn. Add a turn. And add a turn.
Four for you, Glen Coco. You go, Glen Coco.
Yeah, okay. That worked. Sweet. Okay, so everyone can position themselves how they think they would be in the restaurant at this point, and then we'll pick up on initiative.
All right. Clayton's probably moved back here because he's like having a mental breakdown about it.
I really want to know where you got these tokens. I'm gonna be
I
really
made them.
honest with you. How did you do?
Oh, which
okay.
one?
I clearly just
which
all of
ones?
them. I have so much to learn still. It's obvious.
Like the round ones for you guys I made, but
no, I mean these weird ass kids.
Oh yeah, those they are part of the, like, when you get Roll20 Pro, they come in as a pack.
Clayton wants to hang out next to this cute girl, but he's gonna hang back from the Dave Matthews action because it critically hurt him.
Okay, so
I'm going straight back to Bob because he's my boss and I got to protect him. But I probably hadn't gotten all the way back there yet.
yeah, you're good where you are. That's probably.
And I'm wielding a spatula.
Okay, all right. You've got a spatula.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I got it because we don't cut there at the grill. The cutting's done somewhere else. So.
Right.
Because that's good for protection against spreading disease. That's what the manual. That's what the manual said.
Okay,
at least
so
I think that's what it said.
The guy that you just sold a bag load of burritos, he is like nonchalantly walking out, and then he just opens up his bag and starts tossing things. Like chips are flying everywhere. Burritos are flying everywhere. Burrito bowls are flying everywhere.
On our hands.
So he takes one burrito and just he looks over at Ace and just tosses a burrito, one of the big burritos that you wrapped,
like at me,
just like in foil and everything, just tosses it at you. So he is going to roll his throwing, which is a 5, and then a burrito's damage is 2d4 plus 1. Oh, I need to actually roll it the correct way here. There we go. A 6. And so your toughness, or your burrito, is 7. So the burrito, you wrapped it so tightly, hits you and doesn't even explode in your face. It just hits you.
Can I try to parry to see if I can catch it? Is that allowed?
Oh, wait, no. He has a joker. So he actually rolled an 8. So it is going to hit you.
I hate him.
So you're going to be shaken.
Clayton forgot to plug his computer in. He's going to be right back.
So I'll give you this little let's call this shaken. There you go. So you're shaken. The burrito smacks into you and kind of just like you wrapped it so tight that it almost explodes like a water balloon and drenches you in guac and cheese and salsa.
What the fuck, man? Oh, come on.
Say no to guac.
Ugh.
Oh no, they didn't.
It was so
And
hard
it
to
is-
wrap that.
It is Brundon's turn.
So, if I'm looking at our map, where's the one who's tossing the burritos?
That's the one that's directly in front of you.
I am going to try to slap the bag of burritos out of his hand, whatever bag he's got. He's got it all in a big bag, out of his hands with my spatula.
All right, that's going to be a fighting roll.
Yeah, it's a D6.
And a 5 hits.
Swat.
So
Swat.
now you'll
Don't be
roll
throwing
your,
good food around.
roll your damage on your spatula, which will be a D4 plus your strength. So it'll be a D8, D4.
D4 and a D8.
So you'll
Just
probably
roll them
have
individually.
you'll have to manually type that.
Oh, okay. Well, I just
Okay,
the
that's fine.
skill die is a 2 and the skill die is a 7. So
Yeah. Okay.
I did
cool.
a D4, D8.
D4, D8, so a 9. So you slap that out of his hand, and the contents just fall to the floor, and he just looks at you in shock, and says,
It's a
"Want
good
any
job.
trouble?"
These are good people, and we're trying to do good work. And get out of here, punk.
He looks severe, like just shaken to the core. He looks like he's just gonna turn and run.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. Clayton.
Let's see. So I'm all the way back here, hitting on this chick. When I realize all this stuff's happening, I gotta get involved now, I guess, for the sake of Chipotle and my buddies over here. I'm gonna try to. Would it be fighting if I tried to? The boombox is still going on, right?
Yes, the boombox is still going on, and "Don't Drink the Water" is on repeat.
Oh, they're chanting "Don't drink the water."
Yeah.
Or no, the song "Don't
Yeah.
drink the water."
Well, yeah, and they're singing along with it. Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to take my name tag, whatever I've got on me. I have like a name tag or something. And I'm going to try to throw it and aim it because, I'm a varsity, I'm a jock, I'm a star, I got a good arm. I'm going to try to hit that boombox and shut it off with whatever I got on me.
Nice. All right, so
hurl my name tag at that boombox.
So you're aiming, but it's called shot, so it's going to be even. So you'll roll throwing.
Where is my throwing? What is my throwing?
You don't have throwing, so you're going to roll unskilled.
Great.
Clayton, you're a wrestler. What?
How is that possible?
What? How many times did that explode?
Fuck Dave Matthews,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 explosions.
I've got like a name tag. I've got like an order of piece of paper. I'm going for it.
I got a screenshot.
Okay.
I get like the most insane lucky and unlucky rolls. It's never just middle of the road.
That is literally the highest unskilled roll I have ever seen. So I want you to narrate how you diffuse this whole situation because Clayton, you did it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, hold on, honey. We can talk. Do you hate Dave Matthews? I hate Dave Matthews Band too. I'm doing this for you, not for my coworkers. He really is. He's just right. I'm gonna do this for you, baby. Watch this. Takes his name tag off, aims it straight at the power button, launches that bad boy off. Not only does it hit the power button, it first ricochets off the volume control, which turns it down, turns it straight off, and the sheer force from this hit knocks the boombox straight out of this kid's hands and onto the ground, and everybody stops the moment the music stops and looks around them and realizes how stupid their grassroots protest is.
Oh.
You might have caught a piece of shrapnel from that 1980s boombox that people used to like break dance in the street, but
I mean, the guac in my eyes probably didn't help.
yeah, to say that I spent some time in the gym would be an understatement.
Nope.
Too sweet.
White. There's white in my nose.
Too sweet.
There's red white in my nose, and it's so birdy.
Oh, that's real Maggie. I thought you were being Ace.
Nope.
Dude, how many times have I almost killed you?
Okay. That made my eyes water.
Yeah, you guys should say I'm a freedom fighter.
I'm ready. So everybody's quiet right now, right?
Yeah, everyone has now just stopped because the music stopped, and like so the music stops, the boombox falls to the floor, and there's like one stray person still singing, "Don't drink the water."
Who's still singing?
It's the skateboard guy, and he literally has a skateboard.
Do I have to do something to like become not shaken?
Yes, so you have to roll spirit.
Ace got spirit.
You're
Yes,
shooting
you
for a
do.
4.
Spirit, how about you?
Okay.
Woo!
That'll do it. You're unshook.
All right. So I'm unshook. Boombox is on the ground. Can I pick it up? It's like right there by me, right?
Yeah, it is at your feet.
Hush.
All right. I'm gonna. You know what? Can I just break it?
I mean, it's already broken.
Oh, it's like straight up broken. Well, then I'm gonna leave that
I
shit
know, but
on
you
for
can do like some rock star stuff with it. You know, maybe
I
get
mean-
a couple big pieces still.
Yeah, it's not shattered into pieces, but it is clearly broken and not working.
If it's not gonna play for him anymore, then I'm gonna leave it. I'm just gonna go over to the kid that's still singing, and I'm just gonna like still kind of like guac out of my eyes. I'm like, hey man, listen. Your little thing is over. Everybody's shut up. You look stupid. You should just go. Just go. I'm going to try and persuade him that this is a dumb idea and they should just go. I don't know.
Yeah, roll persuasion.
I'm very charming. So I think I get something for that.
You get +2
Okay.
for your charisma.
I don't know what that
So
D4 just did.
he's gonna roll his spirit to see. So he has his skateboard and he was like about to jump on it. And just like skate around. And he's like, you know what? Just you wait. Just you wait. This little operation that you're trying to pull over, it may get the sheep, but it won't get us. We know what you're doing. We know what you're doing.
Okay. Just you wait. All right, Alexander Hamilton. Listen.
Who's this guy think he is?
No, I can't. Why are you taking this so seriously, man? Just calm down. It's Chipotle. It's burritos. People love burritos, and
It's
you look
never
like
just
an idiot.
burritos. Burritos.
You're an idiot in here singing Dave Matthews and rolling around on a skateboard. Like, what is it, 1994? You got to get out of here, man. Like, you just look so stupid. Everybody's looking at you. Now I'm going to taunt him because he's pissed me off. And then it's probably my turn. It's probably over after that. That's a big no.
Yeah, he's not convinced. He's still spouting off to you.
I hate this kid.
You know, he says, you guys roll into town, and I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to make monsters for the liberal machine. All right. And so we're here to stop it from happening. We're here for liberty. And with that, they all just kind of start walking out the door. Him being the last one, he skateboards out. The one that had the bag dropped from his hands, he actually has like tears in his eyes, and he's gathering up his food from the bag. And Brendan, you notice him doing this, and it looks like he's gathering it up for one last hurrah to just like throw it all.
I just place my hand on his shoulder and say, "Don't be a fool."
You're the fool, man. You're the fool. And he takes the bag and he starts to lift it up and just toss it up in the air.
I'm going to try to keep my weight on his shoulder so he can't actually stand up from picking it up.
All right.
It's just like leaning on him.
All right. This will be an opposed strength roll. So roll your strength, Brendan, and he will roll his strength. Oh yeah, Brennan is strong AF, and he goes to hoist the bag up in the air, but you just put him right back down, and he cries a little more and runs out. Everyone make a notice roll for me.
What was that again?
A notice roll.
Oh, everybody? Okay.
Yep.
What's notice? I'm sorry.
Do you not have notice on your? I don't think. Do you have
It's
notice
not
on
on
your?
your-
And then I must be. So I'm unskilled.
No. Brendan has a D6.
Yeah. I think notice is like, well, I don't know.
Oh, there it is.
You know, it's because I have my lucky die.
So at this point,
we all noticed something.
At this point, Ace and Clayton have realized that the only person left in the store is, aside from Bob and the other coworkers, Goth Kid. And he's still sitting there like completely apathetic, not noticing anything. He's just on his burrito bowl, just chomping away. No one else in the store. Not a one.
Were there
Brendan.
some other customers who left when all this happened?
Yes, there were a couple other people that just like turned and walked away. There were a couple people that like came in and stood at the line for a couple minutes waiting for you guys to, not be harassing customers, and they turned tail and left.
Not be harassing customers. Is that what we were doing? This is all gaslighty feeling.
That is actually a beautiful way to describe the way that Michael Parker DMs.
That felt super,
Yeah.
that felt super accurate.
I have been fully gaslit. I want you to know.
I know that guy's gift card didn't even decline.
Brendan, though, you're not really concerned about that because you have perfect line of sight out into the parking lot where a growing crowd has formed.
Great.
and a couple dozen people are now out there. And Brendan, you actually see your friends from earlier, the don't drink the water friends. They have mixed into this crowd, and they all have signs, and they're all chanting about guacamole.
What the fuck was that, man? I
And-
have guac everywhere.
And Bob is just like on the ground, like trying to get his papers. And
Hey, boss, you want to look out the window.
Oh shit!
You
Clayton's
want to
still
look
high on
out the
himself.
window.
what is going on, you guys?
Brendan, what are you doing, man?
There's a bunch of people out there in the lot, and these kids we just kicked out. They're all part of that group now, and I can't hear what they're saying, but they don't look happy.
Great, they're holding some granola crunching candlelight vigils for avocados.
What the hell? Dude,
Walk
the
his
cult
ex.
members are. I'm only gonna come over here to this weird window and see what I can see.
Chipotlife.
I mean, what in God's name? Boss?
What?
There's like a cult outside or something yelling about guac and like.
Huh?
This place is weird, man. You know, I'm just saying, there were never any food fights or cults at McDonald's.
Well,
Well, maybe people just weren't as passionate about their food as we are at Chipotle.
Well, that's true. McDonald's food was garbage and everybody eating there knew it. You always feel bad about yourself after you order McDonald's, you know?
It's true.
I call it McRegret. Real life, I call it McRegret. Happens before you leave the parking lot.
Nothing makes you feel bad about a burrito bowl. Oh God. Okay. You want me to go check this out, boss?
Yeah. Someone needs to help me clean up the dining room. This is a mess.
Okay, boss. And I head back and try to get a mop and a broom and all that good stuff.
All right. So as this conversation is happening, Goth Kid is like finishing up his burrito bowl, and you notice him like stand up and kind of waver.
No.
He wavers and he has this like blank look on his face, and then he just hurls where he's standing, just blah all over the table.
Bro, are you allergic to cilantro too?
I'm using the cup. I'm gonna turn around and be like, Brendan, bring that mop out here.
It's a cup like this, right?
Yes,
Just like that.
just like
Did
that.
you say mop?
You just have to like poke a hole in the bottom. There's no.
And drink all the
Did
coffee.
Did you say
Brendan.
mop?
And as he gets done spewing just where he stands, there's dribble all down his face. He doesn't even bother to wipe it away. He looks up with this blank look on his face, even more blank than a standard goth blank look is.
Oh,
Like,
no.
he
Goth
just
and goth.
looks all blank, and then he turns and looks to the east where the McDonald's is, and then just slowly walks towards the door, and then walks out, and then he kind of disappears between some cars, but he looks like he's heading directly for McDonald's.
I mean, everyone else thought that was weird, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that kid's messed up.
You think he's like
I'm
on
going-
drugs?
Bucket and the mop, and I'm going, what the hell happened there?
Some kid, the weird free guac kid, he puked everywhere after he finished eating. I think he might be on drugs.
Yeah, Marilyn Manson's dope shows. right in the middle of our dining room.
I never had to do this at the factory, well, except for that one time when Billy came in after the bachelor's party. That was he shouldn't have come that shift. He just should not have come in that shift.
Yeah, I hear that.
Hey, are we still doing initiative? Are we still on initiative?
No, we're off initiative.
Oh, can Clayton volunteer to follow that goth kid and see what's up?
Sure.
I mean, do you think it's gonna be?
Well, Ace is walking outside anyway to see what's up with this crowd of people. I mean, he thinks that kid was just on drugs because, like, you know, he looked like one of the weird kids in school.
I know, but we've been having so many problems with Chipotle in the news lately. We should probably make sure he's not gonna go say our food was bad or something, right?
I mean, that's true. Let me see what's up with these cult members outside, though.
Yeah.
I start cleaning up the puke and everything because I'm a man of duty and this is my job.
I'm gonna like walk over here.
Brendan, you can Brendan, go ahead and roll knowledge.
Don't
burritos.
say rap. Don't say rap. No.
Nope. Knowledge burritos. During your Chipotle orientation, they talked about how to clean up hazardous materials. Let's see if you remember the appropriate way to do that.
Yes, I did.
It all comes flooding back. That
put the rubber gloves on, put the eye protection on, and then an apron on, and then
when you get the sand stuff and you pour it over.
Sand stuff, pour it over it and everything, and then I'm sweeping and mopping and sweeping and disinfecting, and that'll take like longer than everything else everyone is doing. So at a certain point, someone may need to call me and say they need help. Just saying, because it's going to take me a while.
So you're going to be knee deep in comment right now.
You and Bob are cleaning the dining room, and Bob turns over to you and he says, I really appreciate you staying back and helping make sure that the restaurant's looking great, because I just know that we're gonna have so many customers in later. It's really sad that it's nude now and we don't have anyone here in the store. This is just I don't know what I'm gonna do if the store doesn't succeed, Brendan.
Got to keep your chin up, boss. Okay, keep your chin up. Maybe those folks out there just want something to eat. Maybe you should just maybe we should make little mini burritos and take them out to them.
Do you think that's a good idea? I mean, they've got signs. It looks like they're talking about no burritos and no guac. And what's happened, man? It's all falling apart.
It's just an idea. It was just an idea.
I mean,
chin up, boss. And I pat him on the shoulder.
It's probably the greatest idea you've ever had. It's just spreading the burrito love. I just love it. I just love it.
All right. Well, I'm going to get all this stuff carted out to the dumpster. Okay.
Yeah. Give me a second. Give me a second, Brendan. I've got to go to the bathroom. He goes to the bathroom.
Well, I guess somebody needs to stay in the store since those other two clowns took off.
Did I take off? I didn't know if Clayton took off or if he was just hanging out waiting to figure out what he was going to do.
I thought both of y'all left. I didn't know what was going on. Maybe I'm wrong.
I thought you guys were going to follow the goth kid, and I was going to go see what was up with this crowd of people. But, like, also I'm trying to keep an eye or an ear out for Clayton. Like, if something goes down with this weird-ass goth kid on drugs, I want to be able to help my work buddy.
Perfect.
All right, so Ace, as you get out to the crowd, they're chanting really catchy chants like, Guac, no, we won't go. Guac, no, we won't go. you know,
Guac.
I'm starting to get a weird feeling about this. Like, I remember before I came here, before this store opened, I worked at McDonald's, and they were really worried about it and talking about sabotage. And this feels like sabotage. So I'm trying to like get a look at people. Do I recognize anyone?
So make a notice roll as you're so first, like, are you getting into the crowd? Are you trying to
I want
blend
to
into,
like I'm trying to
what are
like
you doing?
blend in. I'm trying to like walk around and like I'm like matching the chant like very half-heartedly, like yeah, walk
All right, so
Fully uniform.
first we're gonna do a stealth roll to see how well you blend in,
well,
which is
I
gonna be
don't
on
have
skill.
that. Yep. So that's cool. Kind of I stand out. Critical fail.
Oh yeah, that's a critical fail. So I mean, you walk out there with your cool
Like
Chipotle hat,
in
your
Chipotle, yeah.
apron, it says Chipotle on it, and you're just walking around, and people are like starting to realize that there's a Chipotle employee amongst them. They're not doing anything yet, but you can tell they definitely realize that you're probably not one of them.
All right, so like I'm gonna as I see that they realize like I'm not into it.
Yeah.
So I'm like take my hat off and throw it and be like, Guac, no, we won't go. So like try and convince them that like I'm just changing teams here. I hate this place.
All right, it's gonna be really hard to do.
Yeah, I know.
Whoa, Maggie, what's with this roll? I took a bio break and then.
Gonna be real hard to do. But you can go ahead and roll persuasion.
Okay.
Minus
something, I assume.
So you've got your +2, but it's gonna be -4. So you're gonna be -2 altogether.
Nope. Another critical fail.
Oh man.
Jesus.
Oh boy. Yeah. They are not buying it at all. In fact, like the skateboard guy points to you and says, "Hey, that's one of them. They were just in there. What are you doing here, man?"
I'm just really confused about what's going on, and I'm just gonna take a blatant look around. Do I recognize anyone like from McDonald's or that had been talking shit about Chipotle before it opened? Like, can I get a feel for like what is like this?
So, as you look around, you mostly see just a bunch of average people dressed in street clothes. But amongst them, you see people maybe with a little, like their collars turned down a little bit. And you see the telltale sign of the black shirt with like the yellow and white stripe. And it's very clearly a team member, a McDonald's crew member shirt underneath street clothes. And you're seeing a few of these amongst the crowd. And they're starting to get a little more riled up at this point. And they're ever approaching the store, waving their signs. Guac, no, we won't go. Guac, no, we won't go. And the skateboard kid is kind of running up to you and like, "You're one of them. You're a guac monster, aren't you? You're a guac monster. You're trying to turn us into monsters."
I'm gonna cup it up again and be like, "Brandon, take cover!" And then I mean, at this point, like, I can't take on a whole crowd of people. So do I still have like guac kind of on my face?
Yeah, you probably do, but we're gonna cut over to Clayton real quick.
Okay.
So Clayton, you said you were chasing the goth kid?
Yes, I've followed Marilyn Manson into McDonald's to see what's going on.
Yeah, so I mean, you don't really have to chase him because he's literally just like almost a zombie
Sauntering.
sauntering, and shambling across the road. And in fact, he just like not looking both ways like a good person does to not get hit by cars. He just walks across the street and narrowly gets missed by a couple cars that are clearly on their way to either to or from lunch, or to or from work. Horns blaring. He is not phased at all. He just continues his way down to McDonald's.
Okay, so I'm like kind of dodging the cars. I'm a little bit further behind him, but I catch up pretty quickly after I get through the traffic because he's moving like a zombie. And I'm going to see where he's headed. He's headed into McDonald's. So I'm going to go on in there. Thank you for moving that piece for me as well, by the way.
So you make your way into McDonald's, and he walks in. I'm going to move you over there just for the sake of moving.
Grazie for continuity.
I'm gonna give myself view of Clayton so you all can see this.
So this is what's going on over at McDonald's, eh?
There. I think. Yeah. So the on the Hangout, you can see it. So you walk in McDonald's, and the smell of fries and not so fresh cooked beef invades your nostrils. Even being Clayton, who is not terribly impressed with Chipotle, he's just there. There's no comparison between Chipotle and McDonald's. You walk into a Chipotle and you're greeted with a lovely smell. It's so beautiful. It's so good and heartening food. It's just like feel good food, but not McDonald's. You walk in and you're like, oh man, this smells like grease and salt and death.
God, I can feel my arteries closing with every inhale.
And especially someone like Clayton, who is a collegiate athlete, would not be caught dead at eating McDonald's. But you walk in. You walk in and you see Goth Kid, who just mowed down an entire burrito and then subsequently puked it up. He walks up to the front counter and he orders a Big Mac large meal with a large Coke. He takes his food, he walks over to a table, he sits down next to someone that has the same blank stare.
Donald's is making zombies.
All right. I'm going to go up to this table. I'm going to approach the Goth Kid in this helmet. I'm going to ask him a few questions. Hey. What's up, buddy? Thought you didn't have enough money for guac. How could you afford to get your supersize on over here? And also, what are you doing eating more food when you just got sick over at Chipotle?
He just grumbles. Bites into his Big Mac.
Now Clayton's like snapping in front of his eyes, trying to see if he's getting any reaction at all. Dude, what's going on with your pupils?
No reaction at all.
I'm in his face. He's not reacting at all.
No,
dude, I think something's afoot here.
And roll a notice.
Which I think I need to double check. Yeah, here we go.
You notice on the Big Mac, there are slices of avocado on the Big Mac. And you know, Big Macs don't have avocado. But this Big Mac has avocado, and he's eating it. And then you look over at the person next to him eating a Big Mac with an avocado, and there's a couple more people. They all have the same blank stare, and they're all eating Big Macs.
Since these people are zombies, I'm gonna snatch one of these Big Macs out of their hands and examine these avocados to see what's up.
All right,
Because I work at Chipotle, I know avocado. There must be something fishy going on here.
all right, you're snatching a hamburger. Hamburger snatching.
I'm hamburgling.
Hamburger snatching is.
Don't grimace, I'm hamburgling.
You're hamburgling, which will there's no skill hamburgling, but we'll call it a fighting.
All right. I think that's pretty good as far as we lucked out on that one.
All right,
All right.
a 5 will beat the parry of the goth kid, and you're able to snatch the burger out of his hands, and you see just the most pristine green, creamy avocado laid atop this Big Mac.
You got this at McDonald's? Ours don't even look this good. Like, did you get this at Fresh Time?
He reaches for his Big Mac to grab for it to eat it. It's like he's compelled to eat this Big Mac.
Am I gonna parry? Am I gonna jerk back and be like?
If you are trying to keep it away from him, yes, he will roll his fighting to see if he can get it back. I'm not really confident in his ability to do so. 4 does not hit your parry, so you are able to scramble away with your Big Mac.
But I'd like to test and see if he follows. Maybe if I do a circle around the table, kind of try to lead him with it, see just how interested in this Big Mac he is.
Oh yeah, it is totally a carrot and the stick situation. You hold it out and he's gonna just shamble to get it.
I may not be a smart man, but I know what a zombie is. I think these people have been brainwashed by these Big Macs.
All right,
But
we're
what
gonna cut
about
back
the
to
Big Mac?
Brendan.
Yeah, cutting back.
Dumping the stuff in the dumpster, and then I head back in and store things away, and I go in the bathroom, wash my hands real good, look at myself, wash my face real good, wash up good, come back out, and everybody's still gone.
Hello, Brendan.
They're strolling on out, no customers. Where is everybody?
Bob looks at you
I
and
look
says,
outside. What do I see?
"Go ahead."
So I look outside, and I guess I see Ace being harassed by a crowd. I see Clayton walking across the street after the goth kid. Actually, I see her. I see him. I see him like having the goth kid follow a burger, and I go, "Well, I don't see that every day." And then I kind of ponder. I don't know what I should do, except maybe I should go help out Ace, because no one should be harassed like that. And so I head out the door.
All right. You're greeted with a rowdy crowd, and again they're chanting, and they're getting ever more rowdy.
How y'all doing?
Would be better if Chipotle went away.
Well, now,
How y'all doing?
why do you say that? This is good food for good people. Y'all look like good people. Y'all might like some good food. Come on in and buy some.
That's just what Hillary would want.
Hillary Swank?
I'm not gonna lie, Maggie. I think Paul is doing a better job at Brendan.
Wait. I don't understand. Hillary?
$1 million baby?
Come on in. I'll make y'all up some little mini burritos. So I give on the house. I don't have any clearance from my boss for this, but I'm pretty sure it'll be okay because all you folks, you're probably just hungry. I know when I get hungry, I get grumpy. Terribly grumpy. Don't be grumpy. Have a little something in your belly.
I just go #hangry.
So
I hear that some people call that hangry.
Brendan, roll persuasion.
Yeah.
The whole thing is over. The game is over because Brendan convinces everybody to eat a burrito.
Here, have a Snickers. You know you turn into a social justice warrior when you get
I'm
hungry.
unskilled at this. I have a charisma of 0, so I rolled unskilled die.
Yeah, you'll be unskilled.
Oh no.
This could go horribly
Oh
wrong.
yeah.
I have to keep muting because I'm gonna ruin the game laughing.
Yeah.
I think it's time for me. This is worth me using a Benny. I'm going to use a Benny.
Yeah.
What do I do?
So just click on one of your bennies to bring up a little menu.
So
and then
what's the difference between my yellow bennies and my red bennies?
So the yellow Benny is a Benny-Rito, which lets you add a D6 to whatever you rolled.
That's what I need to do. That's the one I think I need to do for this. So I just would roll the D6 now?
You can actually just click Benny-Rito down in the bottom.
Oh, okay. And then...
You were really good at Roll20, Mike. You got this all set up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this thing just blew up in my face. I don't think that's what I was supposed to do. So... It says buy deck, buy...
Yeah, do you see the Benny-Rito there? Just click and drag that onto the tabletop. And
okay.
That'll use it. There you go.
Got it. Oh, see, I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yep. So that expends your Benny, and then you can click down at the bottom to actually roll the Benny-Rito.
And I don't know what you mean by click that. Roll the D6, or just type D6 in.
You can just type a D6, and unless you have the macro button set up down there, there should be a macro for Benny-Rito.
Man, I hadn't done this in a while. It's been a couple of months since I was last on here. Oh, I rolled one.
All right, you rolled a 5, so put that as a 7. All right, so they are going to roll their spirit, and we'll see what happens. They rolled a 6, and they're going to... That explodes, so they're gonna roll.
Oh yeah, never mind. Oh no,
another 6.
That ain't right.
No,
that ain't right. That ain't right.
All right, so they roll a 17. So you can Benny again if you want to try and do that. You would be able to re-roll your Benny-Rito D6 as well, but yeah.
Oh, well, we only have. Okay, yeah, you got. I mean, if you got them, you got to use them, right? Okay, so what? And the red one just is just a re-roll.
Yeah.
Is that correct? Are you there, Michael?
Yeah.
Okay. Is the red one is a reroll?
Yeah, it's a reroll. So you'll be able to reroll your actual skill, and then you can reroll the Benny-Rito D6 as well.
Oh, I'm all over this. Okay. So I do this. Wrong thing. Sorry about this. Got a little confused here. Got too many things going. Okay. Here we go. There we go. All right. And then I do the unskilled. And
Oh no.
Oh,
well, the second one is a 3 - 2 plus 4. That's just not good enough.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'm going to stop rolling. I'm going to accept my fate.
So they are just so into whatever nonsense they are spilling about. The more you rile them up, the more they're talking about the avocados turning people into monsters, and how dare Chipotle turn people into liberal zombies, and they're just chanting away. They're chanting away, and then you hear from, well, Brendan, you might not hear this. Ace, you will hear this. You'll hear Bob scream from inside the store. Ah!
oh shit! I'm gonna take off running for the store.
Sounds like you, Ace.
So
Can't
I
let
gotta
Bob be
decide
in
how
trouble.
Okay.
So I keep trying to explain to him. I said, I just don't understand the problem with avocados. I learned this wonderful stuff in my training that avocados, they're all named Haas because a guy named Haas invented them. It's the same guy that's got that NASCAR team, okay? It's a Haas avocado. It's Haas. I mean, you love Haas racing, don't you? I mean, you gotta. I'm just thinking that you gotta love avocados. I don't understand.
I'm gonna be like, I mean, like, as I'm running, I'm just gonna be like, I mean, like NASCAR. It seems like that's something that'll ring a bell with you guys, and then just.
And Brendan, as you say this, you're not sure what happens, but the crowd reacts, and they turn and they run.
Oh
For
shit!
McDonald's?
No, they run into the middle of the busy street.
Oh shit!
Cut to Maggie and I on our way to Trader Joe's to get a falafel. Like,
Adrian 100% is singing Austin by Blake Shelton and just runs them over. This is an actual real life event that happened to us once, except it was a billboard, I think, that she almost hit while singing Blake Shelton.
Yeah.
As the crowd disperses in a mad panic, you hear a crash at the intersection. It's more screaming, both from the intersection and from the Chipotle building. Clayton, what are you up to?
I am still back at McDonald's right now. I have devised in some way that there's something special going on with these Big Macs all of a sudden. Maybe I should roll to see if I'm smart enough to put 2 and 2 together that it's these strange avocados. You know, 'cause Clayton's a little dim-witted. He's pretty, but...
Roll investigation.
All right. Pretty sure that's going to be unskilled for me, but let me double check. Right? I can drop the like fake male puberty voice when I'm being me, but I have trouble with it.
Just roll with it. Just roll with it.
Yeah, investigation's definitely not even on my character sheet. Fingers crossed for another skills roll. Let me blow on my real life die for good luck.
Yeah, 3's not going to do it. Got bennies.
Yeah, I think I should use a Benny on this one. I'm going to put it up to a vote, though. You guys think I should go regular Benny or Benny Rito?
Benny Rito.
I think this is worth a Benny Rito. So I just click it, pop it on the board of play.
Yep. And then you should have a Benny Rito button.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? What did I do? Where'd it go?
It should be at the end of the macro skill list.
I should pull up my list then. Oh, here we go. Benny Rito. Did that work?
No.
Of course it didn't.
It's visible to all players. I mean, you could always just roll a d6.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
not
just going to
working
do that.
So a 3 gives you a 6. So as you're taking the hamburger and leading the zombie around, you notice a newspaper laid out on a table. It looks like there's scraps of McDouble and Big Mac all over it. And you see that there's a news article from this morning that says that there's been a recent string of hijackings of avocado shipments. And it seems as though the avocados were destined for Chipotle's, but they never made it there.
Bizarre.
Highway Patrol is still investigating.
Huh. Somebody hijacked a whole avocado caravan. Sounds better to say caravan. Somebody hijacked a whole avocado caravan that was supposed to make it to us today. Should I check to see if we got our avocado shipment today?
Are you just talking to yourself?
Do we know if we got our avocado shipment today? Pretty sure we didn't get our avocados today. Huh.
No, you totally got avocados.
We got avocados today?
Totally got avocados.
Thank you for that. I need like what is that? Like what kind of check is that? An Adrian quit talking to yourself check?
No check. You just got avocados.
Okay, so we got avocados today. Well, where did
you know what? Make a knowledge burritos roll.
Okay. Ugh.
You got avocados. Totally got avocados.
Weird. We got avocados today. Wonder where that caravan went. Could it have gone here? McDonald's?
The zombie goth kid is like now like hugging you.
Yeah, still trying to get this. Still trying to get this.
So he's gonna roll his fighting here. He has a very good grasp upon you. As you were reading the paper, you didn't really think about it, but
Classic Clayton.
But he is now grasped onto you and chomping away. He's trying to get to his his Big Mac.
That's just like soaking the back of the newspaper in grease while it's in my hand.
But he misses. He misses your. He misses your Big Mac with his chomp, and he just like bites your hand.
Great. Am I McDamaged again?
So it's going to just shake you.
You're gonna
Okay.
become a zombie.
You
Yeah, what
you
is it
did
with
not
me
get a
being attacked
you
by
did not
zombies this
get a
week?
McWound.
McWound. Did not get McWounded, thank God. But I'm still shook.
You are shook.
But what happens when you get bit by a McAvocado zombie guy?
Who knows? Who knows?
Oh no.
We're gonna move back over to Chipotle.
To be continued. Dot, dot, dot.
All right. So, Ace and Brendan, your crowd is scattered. There's now a car wreck at the intersection, and Bob is screaming bloody murder.
Boss, what's going on?
As you walk in, you see from the tub of guacamole, these amorphous blobs start to form into like long flowing bipedal forms
Guacamole aliens.
of guacamole monsters. It seems as though the guacamole has become sentient and is now forming into these people, and now there are two guac people walking and just sauntering towards Bob and Ace and Brendan.
No, this definitely never happened at McDonald's. Okay, I'm standing
I
around.
didn't ever see this in a factory, except when
Standing around.
Nikki got in trouble with the oil machine.
Oh my god! I'm gonna like grab one of those stools or something.
All right, we're gonna go into initiative. I'm gonna throw Clayton and the Goth Kid into initiative as well.
I'm assuming I still have my spatula.
He's tucked it in his pocket.
No, I probably dropped it off going back to get the stuff. Okay, I don't have my spatula.
No, if you want their spatula, you can totally have it. You put it in your back pocket or something. It's totally not sanitary at all, but
The only thing I have is my
Yeah,
cone
I do
of truth that I use to yell at Brendan.
How did he do it? How did he do it?
Who? What?
The Goth Kid got a
It's
Joker again.
Damn it!
How has he done it? I don't know. I never will. But
Wait,
The power of
the Goth Kid
sadness
wasn't
and
in the last
darkness.
fight. The Goth Kid wasn't in the
What?
last fight. That was the other guy.
it was not the Goth Kid. It was the other kid. That's right.
Still.
The other guys have the Joker. Is the real kicker here. So
It never occurred to me that we wouldn't live through this. I'm just saying, okay?
If I'm gonna die, it's gonna be for avocados anyway. So
That's true. I would be okay with dying at a Chipotle.
But ironically, I'll die in a McDonald's.
at
Which,
McDonald's.
I know.
for reference, Paul, I'm like vegan, vegetarian.
All right. So Goth Kid Zombie Man
Clayton isn't though.
he is totally wrapped around Clayton. He's bitten your hand, and he continues to chomp away. Yeah, he continues to chomp away.
Ow.
But he's just chomping into the air at this point. But with the Joker, no, he's not. In fact, he is not chomping in the air. He chomps and gets a bite of the Big Mac. Right out of your hand, and he just like rips away in this crazy motion to grab the Big Mac, and he is gonna roll against your burrito here. Your burrito is 4. You rolled a 9, which is gonna be a raise. So you're gonna get McWounded as he
Mommy's getting McWounded tonight. Say hi. Oh, hi.
You now have 2 McWounds
no.
as he grabs the burger and gnashes his teeth and rips it away. A piece of avocado just flies in your eye. Now you can soak if you would like. You can spend a Benny to soak and not get McWounded here.
Yeah, I think that'd be a smart decision there.
All right,
I'm gonna spend a Benny on it.
So spend a Benny and then roll a vigor roll.
Hold on, Tabs. Mom's got to spend a Benny. Save her life. All right. My vigor roll. Vigor roll, vigor roll, vigor roll. Get down, buddy. Okay. Boom.
4. It's a 3 because your wound you were carrying a wound before, so a 3 is not going to cut it. You can throw another Benny. Otherwise, you're going to take the second McWound.
I'm going to throw another Benny, but I've just got to
How many
do my superstitious crap.
McWounds can somebody endure is the real question.
Anything over 3, and you're McDead.
I'm not McDying in this freaking McDonald's.
Coach will never believe I wasn't getting fries.
Oh yeah, man. Coach is going to kick me off the team. He doesn't even think about the fact that he's going to be dead because he's a little bit dead. So he's like, oh man, I'm going to lose my scholarship if I'm caught dead in McDonald's.
I'm supposed to be cutting weight this month.
Am I doing another vigor roll for that?
Yes, it will be another vigor roll.
Did it work?
A 5 will get rid of that McWound. So I'll take back one of your McWounds.
Mick, thank you. Yeah. Let it go, let it go. Not McWounded anymore.
This is why she's my bard.
Maggie instituted a new rule for the next session that I have to tell a joke every time I cast Hideous Laughter too.
I think it's a perfectly acceptable.
I mean, that's fair.
I think it's going to be great. I'm just going to improv them too, by the way. Just sidebar.
I mean, you
I
know.
won't have anything prepared. I'm going to try to make it situational.
If you prepare anything, I will only accept just like a book of dad jokes.
Oh, yeah. It'll only be like dad joke out of my butt or something really great improv.
Yeah.
Also, Pabs' hair is now everywhere because he decided he wanted to get up in my lap.
All right, so one of the guac monsters are back at Chipotle. Just oozes out of the serving line and just kind of flows over the booth and over a table and over chairs, and then just he comes and lands next to Bob, and he throws out this weird guacy appendage and then just touches Bob on the head.
Weird guacy.
Bob, don't drink the Kool-Aid. I'm at McDonald's, but I felt like I wanted to say that.
Oh shit!
and the guacky
Oh.
appendage touches Bob on the head, and it will deal let's see, what is it? 2d6. So 6 to old Bob, and Bob's burrito is 8. He seems to be unaffected by the guacky appendage touch. But then as the touch, it just kind of drips down his face, and this guac almost sentiently just like tries to go into his mouth. And this time the guac does not go into his mouth. It just like drips off of his lips. And Bob, if anyone, knows how to avoid guac, because he is allergic to cilantro and he will not eat guac.
Oh my god.
Bob is up, and now he is terrified, and he runs into the bathroom.
What? Come on, Bob!
And he says, I love Chipotle, but oh my god! And he's spitting and trying to get the chipotle or the guac juice out. And it is Ace's turn.
Thanks for the backup, boss. And I've got like a stool or just basically anything that wasn't nailed down. Trying to like kind of use it as a shield, basically. Oh, fuck. Okay. And I'm just gonna, I don't know what else to do. I'm gonna come over here and just like,
All right, you're fighting.
Yeah, I'm gonna fight him.
Yeah, he's a guac monster.
Yeah, I really don't like him. What is fighting for me? Let's see here. D8. Okay.
One moment. He rolled a 5, and that will not beat their parry.
Damn it. No, I'm gonna totally use Benny Rito.
Benny Rito it.
So I just roll a d6.
Yep, just a d6.
7.
7 just hits his parry.
Yes.
All right. So, stool, we're gonna call it a d6 and your strength.
Wait, what is it?
For damage, you're gonna roll
Okay.
damage. So it'll be 2d6 for you.
Just.
You swing the stool into the guac monster, and it just goes right through. It's literally just a flowing pile of guac, and it seems
God.
wholly unaffected by being hit by a stool.
Oh, great. Okay, cool. This is working out really well. This is fine.
Brendan.
I pull the spatula from my back pocket and I charge the one that's engaged with Ace, because I want to take that sucker down. And I yell, "Guac me no more!" And that's a fight, I guess. That's what, D6.
Yeah, so you can either do well,
not good.
not great. No. definitely
I gotta
not
get one of
great.
these guys down. Yeah, gotta Benny it. Or use a regular Benny. So, away with you. And so I do it again.
Yep.
There you go.
There it is. Yeah, that's going to be a raise. So a spatula. Did we determine damage on spatula at D4 and strength? I think that's what we called it. So a D4 strength, and then for your raise, you get a D6.
So I go. That's D4, D6, and D8. That
40,
was
68 is a 12. And a 12 is enough to spatter the guac monster all over the place. You just kind of swipe it with the spatula, and guac flies everywhere, and it loses its sentience.
Oh, okay, okay.
Clayton, back at McDonald's.
I'm getting gnawed on. I'm McWounded. At this point, I think I might need to fight this zombie, or else I'm not going to be able to get any more investigating done. I'm going to need to keep was it a McDouble or a Big Mac?
He's got a Big Mac.
I'm going to need to keep this Big
avocado on
Mac
it.
as evidence, so I might have to fight this zombie. Might have to fight this guy.
You're gonna fight him?
It's easy to fight a zombie, so I'm probably just going to try to like put him in a sleeper hold for now, because he's not in his right mind. I don't want to hurt him, but I definitely got to put him out.
All right. I mean, you're in your element here. He's got you grappled, but you're a collegiate wrestler, so you've got this.
So I'm gonna roll fighting, right?
Yep, it's gonna be fighting. 4 hits the. Nope. Wait, you're McWounded, so it's a 3 is not gonna hit.
Yeah, no, you should have seen the look on my face. I looked right at the camera, like, great. At this point, why not? I only have one Benny left. I think I'm going to use it. I'm going to save my other Benny, but I'll use my Benny and try to re-roll that. Sound good to you?
Works for me.
I never became a gambler until I started playing fantasy RPGs. Now I'm addicted to spending my bennies in hopes of better days.
Oh my god.
All right, time to re-roll that.
Oh yeah.
Clayton doesn't get that excited about anything, so I got him now.
That is a raise. So you said you're putting him in a sleeper hold?
Most certainly.
All right.
Just like Coach
so
taught me.
We'll call it a strength, and then you get your D6. So 2D6.
Whoa, do I know how to do that? Me, Adrian.
You know that you do /R space 2D6.
You could also just do the D6 macro button, and it'll work.
I need to get proficient at both. I need to not just fumble my way through this. And it's a 5, right?
A 5 is enough to knock out poor little goth kid zombie.
Goth kid. It's just one of those days
where he can't wake up.
Everybody sucks. What is she doing?
Selling a day's work for Clayton.
Your arm is gonna break in a second.
Dude, I actually work out with these. They're only 15s. Do you believe that?
I probably couldn't do it. It's fine.
So Clayton, as you choke out Goth Kid, you notice that like none of the other people in McDonald's seem to even care that you just sleeper held and knocked out one of their customers. Like even the employees, they're just like mindless drones. Make a notice roll for me though, really quick.
Don't think that's on my sheet. No, it is. Hey!
You rolled an 11. Yeah. So as you lay down this this little goth zombie, you look out the window and you see this very finely dressed man in a very fine suit looking in and looking directly at you.
Is that Tommy Lee Jones in Men in Black?
He
What's
looks,
happening?
very clean cut. He's got like perfect cufflinks and a perfectly tied tie, and he's just looking in with a slight smirk on his face. And going back to Chipotle,
Man, my plot line is scaring me. I'm just gonna say that. This is Adrian. Whew.
Guac Monster 2 is walking across, shambling across, flowing across tables, and he comes up to Brendan, and he takes his guacky appendage and just places it, or attempts to place it, on Brendan's forehead.
Can I parry? Oh wait.
So that's going to
My
be a
parry is
15, which is going to be a raise. His guacky appendage is going to deal a lot of damage.
Gracious.
So 22 is going to be, let's see, 7's shake, 14's a wound, 21 is 2 McWounds and a shake. As the guacky appendage just starts to seep into every orifice that you have.
It's like the Amazing World of Alex Mack.
You can, of course, try and soak, and luckily, nope, you don't have that. But yes, you can soak if you choose.
So I use one Benny, and I have to roll a dice for it.
Yeah, you'll use a Benny and then roll vigor. And for every 4, you shake off a wound.
All right, so let's do that because, you don't want to end the game with bennies in your pocket. I'm sure of that. Okay, and then I roll. What did you say? I roll my vigor.
Vigor, yeah. All right, so a 4 will allow you to. A 4 will take off 1 McWound, but you will still be left shaken and with 1 wound. You can spend your last Benny to try and re-roll that, and see if you can get more, or you can let it roll.
No, I'll accept where I'm at here.
All right. All right, I'm gonna dealing you
I have
a
good level of resignation in my voice there.
Absolutely. Just bowing out very gracefully. Will accept my fate.
Time to die.
With his second attack, the guac monster shoots a guacky appendage over towards Ace. It reaches across the room and just it brushes the back of Ace's head, going to the ear, but misses. And guac just splashes all over the soda machine, which is behind Ace. And let's see. Goth Kid's out. Bob is in the bathroom. Ace is up.
Okay, so we've got Guac Guy here attacking my dude Brundon. And where did the other Guac Guy go?
He is splattered all over the place. He got spatulated.
He's gone.
He got spatulated across Chipotle.
All right, so if I managed to hit him well enough, yeah, I mean, I guess I'm gonna come run over here and try and help my friend. Just another swing with the chair.
Right, swing away.
Damn guac monster. That's fighting. D8.
Yes. Oh yes.
That's a nice roll.
Yeah, that's a raise. So it's going to be a strength and 2d6.
So 3d6. Is that right?
Yep. Oh, that's not great.
Kind of a lame roll.
Again, your stool just does not seem to be very effective against these guac monsters.
Stupid stool! I mean, can I re-roll that if I use a Benny?
Damage cannot be re-rolled,
No.
unfortunately.
Just
Yeah.
have all these Bennies still.
Yeah.
Doing nothing!
Unfortunately, no. You know what? I'll let you use a Benny Rito to add a d6.
Ooh.
Because people paid for these Benny Ritos.
Feeling
They need to be
charitable
used.
Gotta
today.
use them.
Okay, I'm gonna throw it down and I'm gonna roll a d6. Come on, d6.
A 10. A 10 is enough to shake the guac monster.
All right.
You send the stool through the guac monster, and again it flows away out of the way, but then you bring it back up and displace a good amount of the guac, and now he's having to spend a lot of time regathering his sentient guac into his corporeal form. And Brundon stands shaken in front of the gathering guac.
So it's trying to get itself back together.
Yes, and you need to get yourself back together as well by rolling spirit.
Well, apparently. Okay. So spirit d6.
You can do it, Brundon.
Come on, Brundon!
That'll do it.
You can't do it. Don't get on my keyboard.
No.
Yeah, your Aunt Maggie's here. She's gonna be mad at you.
Your Aunt Maggie is literally never mad at you, Peepers.
Don't
I
insert
shake
that.
and I shake. And I go, I have my spatula and I'm going to get that guy. My spatula is going to go snicker snack through him.
Snicker snack the heck out of him.
I'm gonna snicker snack this dude like a mofo.
Is that off my turn?
Mommy has very bad luck with initiatives. Yeah.
Michael, is that all from my turn?
Yeah, you can roll fighting. Yeah. To
Oh,
Snickers snack.
Sorry. Then
Oh,
I
yeah, we
am.
gotta see if this hits.
Yeah. Boom.
Don't get froggy on me.
And that's I rolled the same thing. Cool.
You did roll the same thing. 5 is not going to be enough.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
You Snicker snack away, but
I look at the spatula and go, huh.
This is supposed to be my tool for revolt.
it almost seems as though there's not enough guac there for you to actually affect as it's been splattered all over the place, but it all seems to be oozing back towards itself. And now we will go back to Clayton over at McDonald's.
Woo! All right, so I have witnessed Agent Smith staring through the glass. Is he inside the McDonald's or outside the
He
McDonald's?
is just outside, looking in.
Well, since everybody around here seems to be under some sort of weird spell, I think I'm gonna go try to talk to this guy.
All right. Why don't you try and get unshaken for me real quick?
Oh, spirit roll. Let's see.
Yeah,
That's a D6.
Although I think you were already on. Well, yeah. Just go. You have the token on there, so
If I did, I
D6.
missed it out of continuity, so I'm sorry.
it's all right. Oh, you're totally fine. Yeah.
Hey,
Hey.
there's punch the jukebox like Fonz because there's a jukebox in this McDonald's. But it's actually just a like multi-coke machine and cherry syrup is going out.
Freestyle machine.
Yeah, it's the Coke freestyle machine. It's elbowed in. All right, I'm gonna go see what Agent Smith's up to. Because now I'm not
wow.
All right, you walk outside to suited man.
You look scary too on the board.
And as you walk out, his gaze just kind of follows you, and he smirks at you, and he says, "I guess the time has come, hasn't it?"
Bro, you got a watch on under those cufflinks, or I don't know what time it is for you, but it's lunchtime, and shit's getting really weird around here, so I'm gonna need you to explain.
Yes. They all seem to be at McDonald's, don't they? And he has this demented look in his eye, and his eyes are like glazed over a little bit with a green tint to them. And he says, "I will make McDonald's the greatest."
What kind of a McMegalomaniac are you, dude? What's your end game here?
Oh my god.
McMegalomaniac.
Give me a moment.
Straight out of my butt, dude. Can I try to roll persuasion to persuade him to tell me more about his plan?
Yes, you can either roll persuasion, intimidation, taunt, whatever you want. Some social skill here.
I'm definitely going to go with persuasion then, because it's like way higher than any other social skill that Clayton has. He's hot, so he's going to try to persuade him with his jawline. Maybe it works on aliens. We'll see.
All right, you rolled a 7, which is a 6. He's gonna oppose that with his spirit. Then he fails. So he says, "They didn't want to do anything about Chipotle. No, they didn't. They didn't want to do anything about Chipotle. But I knew better. I knew better. Larry McDonald knew better.
Oh no.
The Larry McDonald. The Larry McDonald. So you might have something to do with the avocado caravan that happened this morning.
You heard about that, did you? Yes. Ah, yes. Your avocados were always the greatest. They were always so good. But the avocados I make, my team, they make better avocados. They make tainted avocados. Notice anything weird about your store lately?
Yes, I was going to say that maybe your avocados were a bit spellbinding, to say the very least, but not in a good way, buddy.
He's gonna say, perhaps you have a future in advertising. You're quite witty.
Which is
And he's going
absolutely not a
to
trait of this character. I just made that up, so I'm sorry.
he's gonna roll his persuasion on you. He's trying to recruit you to the dark side here.
God damn it.
Oh! So you're gonna roll spirit to see if you can.
I only got one Benny left too. I better not be
Go.
He is like glaring at you with these green pale eyes and this weird laugh, and he's talking to you like you have a future here.
Yeah, about that roll.
One penny left. One penny.
You do have a Benarito, but I don't think it can get to where you need to go.
No, it's not gonna. It's not gonna do anything. Tell me more, alien man. Tell me more, Larry McDonald, because I don't really see a future with Chipotle.
I'm an idiot.
I think Clayton just fell in love.
You're feeling
Somebody has
pretty
a
convinced.
jawline more chiseled than Clayton, and it's Larry McDonald.
You're feeling pretty convinced that
Tell me more, Larry.
that Larry has a future for you at McDonald's. But back at Chipotle,
I've got X-Files going on over here.
It feels very. There's even a smoking man. It's very X-Filesy.
Oh yeah, definitely. I was literally looking at the board, by the way, Maggie. I've become Clayton now. I'm so dim-witted. I'm like, where?
The Guac monster is able to unshake, luckily, because he is a monster. And he just reaches out to two additional appendages and then like burbles some weird words like McDonald's and reaches out on either side, one to Brennan, one to Ace, and he is going to first one to Brennan, and next one to Ace. 5 will hit Brennan's parry, and a 9 will hit Ace's parry. So he is going to a 9. Ace, your parry is 6. Is not quite a raise, thankfully. So he is going to roll his guacky appendage damage, and he's going to try and infiltrate your orifices. Brennan, he is not able to do so. And Ace, he is able to do so. With a shake and a McWound.
Yeah. I'm also allergic to guacamole.
Yes, you are. So you can soak and try and keep it out of your mouth.
Yes, please.
But if you're not able to soak it, it's going to be bad for you.
I will soak down to 1 Benny. What do I do to soak?
You will roll a vigor roll.
Okay.
And if you get a 4, You're gonna be fine. You did not get a 4.
That's bad.
You can spend your last Benny, or you can
No,
be...
I don't want to be sick. Last Benny.
All right.
I'm down to nothing. I just re-roll it, right?
Yep.
Benny and the jets of projectile vomit coming out of her mouth.
Okay.
You were
Okay.
able to shake it. The guac almost it drips over your lips and they're so dry and you just want to lick your lips, but you have the willpower to not do it. You wipe it away.
Okay. All right.
And it sets you up to be ready. What are you gonna do to this guac monster that's trying to make you become guac?
I mean, like, I'm looking around. Like, do I see anything that's going to be more useful than this chair in my hand? Because it is not getting the job done.
Yes.
Wait, is the mop and bucket and Comet still out?
You are literally surrounded with things that are meant to wrap guac up.
That's what I was hoping for.
So if you can use your wrapping skill. If you can find a way to use your wrapping skill, that will definitely be more effective.
Yeah, so like what I'm hoping for is like in all of this, you know, there's like spatulas and shit everywhere. I'm hoping for one of those big like scooper spoons that they use to plop the guac.
Oh, a guac plopper.
Yeah, and then like a to-go container, and I just kind of want to like smoosh them into it.
Yes.
I mean, they really get a lot of guac in those containers, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna smush him in.
So that'll use your wrapping skill.
That is a D10. Okay.
6 does not hit parry, but because of the creativity, you get a +2.
Yes.
Which will hit, and a guac plopper plus to-go container. We'll call it 3d6 plus 2 damage.
Sure.
Just say that again for me, please.
Yeah.
14
That's got him.
is enough to guac plop that guac monster into the to-go container.
I'm gonna like cover the lid and like kind of drop it down and be like, "Guac is extra, bitch."
Yeah, you take go, girl.
Yeah, guac is
die.
extra.
Yes.
Why you gotta fight with me at Chipotle? You know I want to go there.
Oh no, I can't take you nowhere. Okay, so we're like chilling now.
Yeah, you are out of initiative now. You've got Clayton over McDonald's talking to Larry McDonald now. So you all come out of this. There's guac literally everywhere, dripping from the ceiling, from the walls. There's a nice to-go container filled with this little shuddering mass of guac, but Clayton is nowhere to be found.
Where's Clayton? Does anybody know where Clayton is?
You went across the street, I think. I'm going to go let the boss know in the bathroom that we're all clear.
I'm gonna go look for Clayton. And I'm just gonna start like covered in guac, like just across the street.
So Bob peeks his head out of the bathroom. He says, "Is it safe?"
Worthless manager.
Yeah, some leader.
Brendan, you're the only one left?
No. Ace has gone over to find Clayton, who went over towards the McDonald's.
Wait. It all happened so fast. Why did Clayton go over there again? And why is there
I don't
guac
know.
everywhere? Where are those monsters?
You're looking at him. And Clayton was going over there after that goth kid.
I can't move my little buddy. There he goes.
Oh man. Okay.
First is
Brendan,
Clayton,
I think
boss.
we're gonna have to close the store for today. This is more than we can do. We can't clean this all up in a day.
I'll go get the mop bucket.
Clayton? Clayton? Oh shit, he's out. What the hell is this dude doing?
Ace, dude, I met the Larry McDonald. He has some
Yeah, I
pretty
know who that is.
ideas. He sees potential in me.
Oh, I see you brought a friend.
I don't know about his ideas, man. I've heard his ideas before because I used to work at McDonald's. His ideas are messed up. Don't listen to him.
Listen to me, Clayton. You have a future in advertising for the new McDonald's, the new era of fast food.
Clayton, you can't advertise for McDonald's. You'll get kicked off the wrestling team.
I do care a lot about what my dad thinks. I mean, about my wrestling career. Man, should I go with the McDonald's New World Order? Or should I stay true to myself? At least nothing's right, I'm torn.
I'm all out of faith.
This is how I feel.
Covered in the guac, lying naked on the floor. That's the protesters, though. They were naked.
It's about that same time, yeah.
That's when Larry goes, illusions never fade.
Illusions never fade.
Into something real, all beef, Angus, USDA choice, beef-ish patties.
Oh my god.
Oh, Clayton, I knew you were a genius. You must come. You must.
So what should I roll to try to parry this persuasion, to try to like break free of this, break the chain, as Stevie Nicks would say?
So we're gonna bring Ace's
I'm very
word into
charismatic.
this. Yeah, so you can roll persuasion, Ace, and
Okay.
see if you can kind of break the spell here.
And I get
And just then the goth
+2.
kid's like, save me from the monster I see now.
I get +2 to my persuasion, right?
Correct. Yes.
Well, that was garbage. So 4 though.
4 is gonna be enough to kind of snap Clayton out of it.
Come on, man. You hate McDonald's. It's all grease. You're gonna go
Right.
up a weight class. You can't succeed with that.
Can't deal with those trans fats, man. I'm like slapping my abs. I've got like a 12-pack.
Ooh, but Clayton, that's the thing. My new engineers, they will genetically modify anything to be less fatty or better for you. Just think. Just think.
Can you like knock
The
this guy out or something?
Yeah,
GMOs, Clayton.
am I so under the spell that I can't like roll fighting to like?
No, you're broken now. So
Okay. I'm in the thick of it.
No, I have broken you of your.
Oh, okay, okay.
yeah, you're broken of the spell.
Man, hey Ace, let's see if sleeper holds work on alien megalomaniacs.
Let's see it, man. Show me what you got.
Show me what you got. Does anybody watch Rick and Morty as well? The like karaoke episode where the plan's like, show me what you got. I'm gonna stop entertaining and roll fighting. Woo!
Oh yeah, you get him, you knock him out, and you have control of him at this point.
What's my name, Larry? What's my name?
This has been a weird day. Listen, I think McDonald's was like, it turned our guac into monsters, dude. The guac like got up out of its container, like in some kind of weird alien form, and started attacking us. I had to put it in a to-go container.
You bring it with you? Larry, what do you know about this?
He's out.
Oh, he's out cold?
Oh, he's out cold.
That was how good my sleeper hold was. He can't answer any questions anymore.
He is
Yeah, he's
literally
out cold.
asleep.
No interrogation.
And like, what's going on inside this McDonald's, bro? Everybody looks like a zombie.
I think it's the McDoubles, man. I went in here to talk to the goth kid. There's avocado on the Big Macs and all the quarter pounders and McDoubles, which, I mean, you used to work for McDonald's. That's not a part of the special sauce or the recipe or anything, is it?
No avocados have ever set foot in McDonald's. I think we need to go in there and try and get rid of all the avocado. And like maybe try and snap these people out of it. I don't know how.
I'm going to say that it's probably the avocados from the interaction I had with Marilyn Manson. So let's get in here and investigate.
As someone who is like allergic to avocado and therefore like knows like it can be bad for me, I know anything that would like counteract it.
I guess I'm a cilantro no as well. So
You're both allergic to cilantro, not necessarily avocado.
True.
Okay.
Any ideas though on like what we could do to snap these people out of it? Like just start throwing water at them?
Well, you used to work at McDonald's. Make one of these mofos a real Big Mac.
Oh shit, okay.
Try to
Alright.
replace the tainted Big Macs with a real Big Mac.
So we're gonna go back to Chipotle really quick.
So
Brendan.
Swinging the mop around, swinging the mop around.
All right, Brendan. I want you to make a knowledge burritos roll.
Knowledge burritos.
God, my Chipotle's so bad now.
Right?
When playing this game, you should definitely have at least chips and guac.
So, Brendan, as you're mopping up guac, you've mopped up guac before. You don't know why, but Bob always has you mopping up guac. You know, whenever there's guac on the floor, you're the one mopping it up. The guac you're mopping up, it's not the same consistency. It's not the same velvety, smooth guac that you're used to mopping up. This guac has it just seems wrong to you.
Bob, what's up with this guac? It looks weird.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
I know it used to be a monster, but not all the guac in the room was more of the monster. What's up with it?
Yeah, he scratches his head and he walks over to the guac container and he looks and like he walks back into the walk-in and he comes back out and he says, you know, I didn't think of it, but you know, our normal distributor for avocados, you know, when we got our shipment, it wasn't the same. It wasn't the same distributor, and you know these avocados that we made this guac out of, I don't think it's the same avocados.
They're not Haas avocados?
No, they're not Haas avocados.
I thought all avocados were
Boss
Haas
avocados.
avocados, but I guess there could be some other kinds.
It says that they're Boss avocados.
Oh.
Oh my God.
I figured you're probably pretty much an expert on on guac and avocados because you've been doing this a long time. I have a lot of admiration for how long you've been at this.
Yeah, I really appreciate that, Brendan. You know, I think you have a future here. You got a lot of heart, man. Hey,
Well,
I wouldn't have
right
caught.
now,
I wouldn't have caught that.
I'm
Wouldn't have
just
caught.
trying to scrub up this stuff now.
You know what? Let me tell you, I started scrubbing floors, Chipotle, and you may be mad at me for always making you scrub floors, but I only do it because I see a lot of me in you. Now listen, we gotta
your abilities.
we gotta get Chipotle back on the map after this debacle.
Yes, sir.
You know, I feel like we've lost a lot of stuff. What do you think we need to do, Brendan? What do you think we need to do?
Well, we obviously need some new avocados. And we need to get Clayton and Ace back because I think it's going to take all of us to clean this place up. And that's all I can think of right now because I'm really not too smart.
Yeah, don't sell yourself short, bro.
Yeah, you're the spirit of this company, Brunton.
I'm a D4.
Don't sell yourself short, Brendan.
I'm just selling myself D4.
I want to play a campaign with you, Paul.
Thank you.
Back over to McDonald's.
Oh, shut up. ICP was in town tonight?
I'll literally stop being your friend in real life.
Okay, I will never go see ICP
Thank
that
you.
you will know of.
I will never be your friend again.
If anyone is a juggalo, it would be Adrian, though.
Well, I can't be friends with that.
Ironically, I just want to go like social experiment and see what kind of shit show, for lack of a better term, goes on there.
Nope. Anyway, Clayton.
Sorry, Clayton.
What? Look, man, you came over here. You've been over here for a few minutes. Like, what's going on? Did you find anything out about why people are acting so weird? There's like zombies in there, and the guac over there. It's not right, man. It's not this. It's not like the guac that we usually have. Well, I mean, it turned into monsters, so obviously it's not. But like, something is wrong. Did you find anything out?
I think that there was a caravan. Larry told me that he was behind a caravan hijacking of avocados this morning. He tainted the avocados. I think that the tainted avocados have made their way. They've infiltrated Chipotle. They've infiltrated McDonald's. There's some sort of strange brainwashing going on. I mean, you're over here at McDonald's with me. Look around. Everybody's literally crazy.
All right, man, here's what I think we got to do. I think we got to get some of the avocados from here, and we got to get back over to Chipotle and get with Brendan and Bob and see, like, what's the difference and what's going on. And, like, are these our avocados? You with me?
Yeah, because we can't eat any of this guac because we're both allergic to cilantro. So we probably need to retrieve some evidence, get back over there ASAP.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to come in here and, like, everybody's just a zombie, so I feel like we could probably just like grab some avocado.
Yeah, you have pretty much free reign of things. What are you doing with Larry McDonald?
Oh, he's passed out.
I guess we got his passed out body.
Bring him with you, man. I'll get the avocados. Just you're strong enough.
I throw him over my shoulder because he's a skinny dude. Carry him across 86th Street.
All right, so you got Larry McDonald, you've got a few avocados, and you're heading back to Chipotle. Clayton, as you walk into Chipotle, you see it's a complete mess. Despite all of the great work that Bob and Brendan have done cleaning, it is still just a freaking disaster zone.
You guys, what happened here?
I told you, man, there were Like, seriously, there were guac monsters.
The ooze is everywhere.
It was disgusting, dude. And
I
I kept
mean-
trying to get guac in my mouth. You know what happens if we eat guac?
We projectile vomit.
It's awful. Why do they have so many people allergic to cilantro working at Chipotle?
Yes. The best part of Chipotlife is the fact that someone that's like severely allergic to cilantro works there in the first place. But hey, you know, my dad told me I had to get this job and I can't let him down. I mean, I can't lose my wrestling scholarship. So I've now played Clayton so many times that I'm giving him like psychosis, like some sort of Freudian thing.
Daddy issues.
Yeah, so this guy has like this Larry McDonald, who is not actually over my shoulder. Could we use him as a test subject, or is he even of human like descent? Do we know what he is?
I'm gonna be like, boss, Brendan, come here, look at this.
Yeah, check this dude out.
So Larry McDonald,
who is this guy?
he is clearly human, but he looks like he is afflicted with some sort of psychosis and some sort of sickness. The green sheen over his eyes, even if you peel him back from being passed out, there's still the green sheen over his eyes. Very much guac-like green. But he's human. He doesn't seem to you can pull his skin and it's not coming off.
Oh man, what is the Chipotlife equivalent to Greater Restoration? That's the question.
I mean, the answer is obvious to me.
It's obvious to him?
The Chipotlife answer.
Burrito?
I mean, do we it's not guac. The guac is what turned him into this, right?
Go ahead and roll smarts.
So smart. Oh god.
All of us?
Yeah, you can all roll smarts.
D6. Ooh. I'm really smart.
Impressive for Clayton. Hey, I think I'm learning lessons.
You all piece together that that the avocados that you have in the store may not be the avocados that you need for the best guac in the world that Chipotle is known for.
Yeah.
But the guac or the avocados that you took from McDonald's, those are the avocados.
This is what he needs.
Best guac ever.
Honestly, it means a lot to me that real world equivalent of Greater Restoration is just good avocados.
I mean, breaking character, it really is though.
Yeah.
That's God's nectar. Okay.
All right, so these avocados, they're just avocados. They're not guac. They don't have any cilantro in them, right?
Yeah, no, they're whole avocados, and they're perfectly ripe. They've got just that little bit of give when you squeeze them.
Hey,
why don't we pop one of these mofos?
Brendan, could you give me a knife and a spoon, man?
Knife and a spoon?
Yeah.
Yeah. You said knife and a spoon, right? Okay.
Yep, knife and a spoon.
And so I go, okay, knife. What happened to that little cup you were carrying?
I used it.
Kind of ear horn.
So
I bring her a knife and a spoon.
We're gonna do one final roll, and then kind of epilogue it because we're at 11:20. So we're gonna have you each do a wrapping roll to see how good of a guac you make to feed to Larry McDonald's passed out body.
Oh,
this is a big one.
I'm allergic. I can't.
Bad.
I'm still a noob.
Come on, Clayton. I like that she rolled her real die first. I feel like I should have done that.
All right, not a single success between any of you.
I don't have any bennies left.
Can I use my?
I do have.
Yeah.
I have a Benito. Can I
Start
use that?
spending those bad boys.
Paul and Adrian have Benny-Ritos, so
Now's the time.
So I
now
add
is
a
probably
D6
the
to
time
it.
to do it.
The final countdown.
Listen, I came up with the idea, man. I can't be making guac.
All
How do
right.
I make mine do what Brendan says? Benny-Rito and roll.
There's a Benito macro that I think he added after I wasn't there at first, but there is one.
Man, I messed
There's
up.
another
Hey,
way to
there's
do
a
it.
target over here where Maggie and I were at while this whole thing was happening. What should I just roll in
Oh my
place
God.
of me not knowing how to use my Benny-Rito?
Just roll D6.
D6, okay.
Okay, Adron. All right, that gives you 2 successes, which is enough to make a pretty good Chipotle guac. Not the best Chipotle guac that's ever been made, but it's enough to bring Larry McDonald out of his daze. And as you feed this unconscious dude like a baby, you baby bird some guac into his mouth, he comes to, and all of a sudden the green sheen is gone from his eyes, and he goes on to a story of telling you how he was being worked out of McDonald's by his competition, other executives. He was some high-level executive at McDonald's, and he wanted to make McDonald's better, but no one believed in him. So he kind of went rogue and came up with this plan to villainize Chipotle and make monsters out of their guac eaters.
Dude, that's super messed up.
Yeah, but he likes guac.
Everybody likes guac. I mean, I like it, but you can't put cilantro in it. I make my own at home.
Larry McDonald had a plan and failed was its name-o.
Oh my God.
Was its burrito. BTW guys, I found my Benny button. It was hidden by my character sheet this whole time. So yeah. Just
Yep.
game.
Perfect timing. Perfect timing.
That's an Adrian move, not a Clayton move.
Well,
Foiled
that will be
again,
the end of Chipotle.
literally.
Nice. The real question is, does Bob ever get to become a general manager?
Yeah.
And does Clayton ever get the approval of his father?
I guess that's for another episode of Chipotle.
Stay tuned. I might have to play Clayton forever.
Does Brendan ever stop popping?
I just want to know why we never used the comet in the guac ooze. Like we could have used the vomit comet to soak up the guac ooze, but you were like, I'll put it in a to-go container like Flubber.
I did, and it worked out really well. So
Chipotlife gets better every time. I didn't even have to stab anybody this time.
nope.
No.
I didn't pee in any special sauce this time, which is a real thing that I did last time.
got
It's
weird.
the solution to the problem. I was trying to make McDonald's look bad. I don't
But
know.
it does seem like the rivalry between McDonald's and Chipotle is getting super deep-seated, like really deep.
Oh man.
So we're at a wrap here.
Literally
Yep.
a wrap.
We're
Yeah. Michael, that was an absolute blast. I had no idea what to expect. when I told my wife what I was doing tonight, she rolled her eyes so hard. It was awesome. And
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you had a good time. I know it's kind of a weird, abstract RPG
So
concept
much
that
fun.
you probably never would think of, but
it's creative as all get out and a blast.
And you can take it anywhere. It can be like a crazy, like Sylvester Stallone, like action movie, or like X-Files, like today, or like
Mhm.
Chipotle really is life at the end of the day.
it
That's
really
right.
is.
Maggie and Adrian, both of y'all, I had a ton of fun meeting y'all and playing in this game with y'all. This was just a wonderful evening.
Yeah,
Thank you
this
so
was
much.
great.
Great gratitude to you, Paul, because you did Brendan the most justice in the world. I've never felt like somebody understood the plight of that character.
I really never, like, when I played Brendan, I didn't really explore the factory side, and I really appreciated all of his factory stories.
You aced
Well,
Ace too tonight, Maggie. That was
You know. And by the way, I don't know if y'all know this. I wrote this on Facebook, but we are literally building not a half a mile from my house a Chipotle right now. It's under construction. It's supposed to open in a couple of months. It'll be the first one in the county. I live in a kind of rural area. Okay. And so like the whole county is like a buzz with we're getting a Chipotle. We're getting a Chipotle.
Watch out for McDonald's.
I was gonna say, if you hear Dave Matthews Band coming down the street, don't go.
Oh my
Stay home that
god.
day.
I love it.
I mean, the nearest Starbucks, except for the one at the university nearby, which is not open all the time, but the nearest actual Starbucks to here is 60 miles away. 60.
Wow.
And I would
We're in a
that would
really
kill both
weird
Adrian and
part
I.
of the country. Okay, we're in a really weird part of the country here.
Where are you at?
Western Maryland. Far Western Maryland.
Wow.
Kind of more south of Pittsburgh than anything else. Comfort area.
Wow. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work for me.
It's different
Oh
here.
man.
Anyway, this was a total blast, and I knew y'all would appreciate that little. And we're getting a Chipotle.
You will love it though. I promise.
Oh,
You
yeah.
might become addicted.
I've
I've eaten
I
there a few times.
wrote this game in honor of when they did the Chiptopia,
Ooh.
where it was like you eat so many burritos every month for 3 months straight, and then they pay for catering for 20 people, and I ate so many burritos that they paid for catering, and so I had a little party, and my intention was to run this game during that party, but everyone ate so many burritos they got too tired and didn't want to eat. So then I held on to this game for like a year and a half
Oh my god.
and didn't run it until just like 6 months ago, maybe.
Oh my god. I just want to play this game and eat Chipotle now.
Yeah, no, this is like my favorite like one-hit idea ever, because you can make it crazy, or it can be easy to like wrap up a decent storyline or whatever. Like, it's so good. You invented a great game. I'm looking dead in the webcam right now.
Well, thank you. I think the next step is to actually have this game run at a Chipotle.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna be here for a while.
They would totally let us at like our Chipotle, all the stuff that I've gotten away with saying in there.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure I've like been dropping down and like sweeping the floor and shaking my butt in line and screaming like, yeah, I'll drop it, pop it for some sofritas. And they're just like, so essentially,
That's true. That's true. Oh man. Well, I had a great time, and I can't wait to do Dream Chasers, right?
Yeah, Dream Chaser in what is that, like 3 weeks? 1, 2,
Yeah,
3.
do you think that's something I could fumble my way around, Mike, or like?
Oh,
I've-
Dream Chaser.
I like don't know anything about it. I just
'Cause
Dream
Maggie
Chaser
told me
is
she was
super
playing.
simple. It's even more simple than this. It's literally you have 3 or 4 skills that you have, and basically everything you do, you try and meld around those skills, and then you just roll a d10 or you roll 2d10, and whether you're being like very literal about what you're rolling. So, for example, I had a character that was an engineer, and he had a hammer that his name was Betsy, and one of his skills was hammering. So you know, to a hammer everything looks like a nail. So he used his hammer for everything, and he goes in just to do anything. And maybe if it's to break a pipe, it's going to be reason hammering. So you're using a hammer in a very reasonable way. But if you're trying to say, and I did this, try and woo a woman with a hammer, it's going to be imagine hammering.
Thor does it very well.
But yeah,
Well, but that's Thor. Come on.
I was gonna say I don't know as a woman if I'm super into the hammering technique.
yeah,
But
Some Barry Manilow on it.
yeah.
Well, I just read that you basically can play out your favorite type of fantasy character, and I immediately was like, who would I want to be like? I still haven't decided.
Yeah, I mean, Dream Chaser is probably it was my favorite game of last year, and the guy that made it, Pete, is one of the coolest dudes in the world. And he's I helped him play test the game. It's just so fun. So fun.
Is like magic a thing in this game?
Magic is there if the players want it to be.
Okay.
So that's the thing. Like the players basically create the setting. So you create your characters, and based off those characters, you build the setting. And this is all contained within the session, basically. So you start by saying, this is what I want to achieve. So it's called your dream. And so your dream could be fell the burning tree, something really grandiose and abstract like that. Or it could be steal candy from a baby. And so like that dream is your central goal that you want to end up doing. And then you build the plot points around that with milestones. So the team is wanting to steal candy from a baby, but as a character, I want to build the prettiest bike. And so during the journey of stealing candy from a baby, my character is going to build a bike. And then your character is going to do your milestone. And so we fill in the pieces in between that and end up at our story. So it's very story driven. It's so cool. So cool.
I mean, I'm going back and forth between like a Ron Weasley type of thing or like totally different Zoe from Firefly type of thing.
Ooh, you would take the best characters.
I just can't decide what I want to do yet.
Obviously, I'm gonna sign up for this because I'm totally interested. If you still have like seats or whatever donating, I'm totally down. But once Maggie said something, I was like, "Yeah, I'll play anything, dude. Like, if Mike thinks I can figure it out, I'll do it."
How many seats are there, Mike?
Right now I have 4, but I can probably fit more.
Okay, because Nicole and my friend Ree also were like, "I want to play."
Oh dang, we can do it real big.
Could just be.
But they
The 4 of
already
us.
played Dream Chaser, right? Maggie, you said they already play. Or
No.
they're familiar.
None of us have ever
they're
played.
just already interested. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how I read too far.
Sounds to me like you have two tables worth here, Michael, and 2 sessions.
Yeah. Maybe I'll get Pete to run one.
At this point, I'm not afraid of anything. I'm like this close to playing more like games online with strangers in Roll20, like because I don't do anything. Like,
Do it.
Well, it's late for me, and I have to get up early to go see my cardiologist.
woo,
So,
fun.
there's a lot of story there. Anyway, so it was absolutely pleasure. Y'all have a lovely evening and all the rest, and we'll see you later. Okay.
Paul, thanks for coming out.
right,
I
see you
appreciate it.
later.
Paul.
Good
Bye
night.
bye.
It was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too.